Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is RoxTytan. I'm joined by Andy W, and we've got a exciting match here tonight between the Midnights and Phoenix. Two teams coming in new with this new wave of players from the Quest release, coming in sort of the mid-bottom of the Silver Division, and I'm excited for this match tonight. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I'm excited too. I mean, I haven't seen too much of these Questies teams, especially since the beginning. I've been so focused kind of on my own game. It's really kind of exciting to just finally get a look and see how the other people are doing, especially at the pace that the Questies kind of have gone along here. I mean, they've really started to adapt, and just they've been so capable of learning so quickly. If we've seen just all the information that they've been handed from the start has given them something so great, and just the improvement over the couple of months and how many games they've been playing is just stunning.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It's really crazy to see how long it took for sort of the meta that we have now to develop, and how quickly a lot of these teams have sort of adapted it and taken it and even changed it a bit and added their own spin on it. And see, I'm really excited to see what these teams can do.
Yeah, exactly. And even back, like, for example, like when I started, I mean, it didn't take me too long. Having all these coaches and information really helped me out. And then these guys just went even exponentially faster. But now we're starting to get the teams readying up here. Hopefully going to be getting a quick start while they're down there playing tennis and getting their hands warmed up nicely.
Yep, absolutely. I've done a couple of the Quest games so far already, and it's always really interesting to see these new players, new teams, and try and spot, you know, which players are going to be the ones that really break out and push the push that boundary between players who've been playing for a while and some of the new players.
Yeah, exactly. And it really just try to get their names out for themselves. But it's a countdown coming down here. It's going to be especially exciting to see how fast these shots are going to go, which one of these teams are going to be able to take it. And it looks like the Midnight's going to be able to take this one away, coming up into the top left corner, having a good rush right off the start here, bouncing up and down, but an excellent save from Vacant, trying to get that one out with an RA clear getting through.
Yeah, it's crazy to see, especially at even these games that are relatively low division. You see, have a very clean joust with a really good plan. They had the quick headbutt to the player at the top left there, pushed into the bubble. A really good stop by Phoenix, able to keep the score 0-0 and get the clear off here. But very impressive to see these teams already having these set plays going off.
Yeah, exactly. And look at this formation coming through here. They had the stacks come through, pick it up, some passes, but Sam Paquette coming through, my goddess, with a nice mail slide attempt. Actually, that's going to be going in. It's Sam Paquette coming out of nowhere.
Wow,
What?
very
God.
great steal from Sam off the nest and taking that 59-meter three-point shot through the mail slot. An amazing shot from Sam Paquette.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that just goes back to us giving the praise to the Quest guys. I mean, you wouldn't be seeing people hitting shots like that within the certain time frame that they started.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, a little bit of a fumble there by Midnights, but it gets picked up by Jazo, who looks for the long shot, but Vacant with a good jump, getting the steal off and passing it back over to Jason. He's going to find the bounce pass to Sniper, gets a little bit bounced off, unfortunately, and picked up by Sam, who's going to go for the clear.
Yeah, and seeing some really good defense actually coming out. A lot of these guys getting these nice little jump stuffs coming in, but we're going to have Jay coming in here with a nice clean dunk, coming up for free, getting a nice two-pointer, getting their team up to the lead, having 5-0 already out of the start of this game with 8 minutes still on the clock.
Yeah, nice getting themselves a nice early lead. There's still a lot of time left, so they can't let up just yet. But again, like you said, very good defense coming in one-on-ones, getting these steals off. Very impressed from both teams getting the very good defense.
Yeah, exactly. And a little bit of a fumbled start coming out there, but Vacant going to be able to recollect this here, tapping it back forward to his teammate. Just going to go slightly loose with a guy coming up behind him here. That's a very good pass up to the center. Monster. Sam Paquette coming through again. What an excellent stunt for him, as he's going to be able to clear this one low with a boost coming through, trying to get their team up even more points, slightly off on the shot, but being able to recollect Sam Paquette. What an excellent showcase for him here.
Yeah, very clean steal, making the clear, getting together with his teammate really quickly, being able to read the clear correctly, and unfortunately, even though the shot was a little bit off, he was able to, again, recollect it on the backboard and get another 2 points for his team, putting them up 7-0.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of this stuff, too, comes really down to, I mean, you have to accept the fact that your team's going to end up making mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen. And it really comes down to how well you're going to be able to recollect and get that disc back into your possession. A really nice snag coming through there from Sniper, and a cross pass going slightly wide. But like I was saying, it's just really impressive watching this team.
Yeah, and even though that pass was a little bit off, again, I really like the idea of instead of taking the disc off the steal and immediately trying to push into bubble, trying to force it, he looked for the back pass, looking for those smart decisions, trying to collect the disc. And even though it didn't end up working out for them, it was really, I really like to see that from the teams making these smart decisions.
Yeah, really good. And a pass kind of going slightly wide again, but Sam Paquette going to be able to recollect this here. Coming up, we're going to be able to get that pass off to Jay as he works his way up into the bubble. Kind of stopping, slowing it down a little bit, seeing that his teammates aren't there, and just kind of bouncing back. What does he have here? Going to be trying to take a pass up to the top into the nest, and he's going to be able to try to wind this one around, but what a stop. More outstanding defense coming out.
Yeah, these teams are really just in each other, like being able to read each other really well, getting these stuns off, reading these arm motions. And even though he was doing a pretty good job faking around with the disc, looking for that shot, he held it just a little bit too long and was able to get the steal off by Phoenix. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Phoenix really having some good attempts here onto the goal. Sniper going to be able to try to get this one through. It takes kind of an unlucky bounce across, but Sam Paquette to recollect for the Midnights, and a nice little bounce pass going to be, or bounce shot rather, as it bounced dangerously close through, but Monster going to be able to get there first.
Yeah, the disc loose a little bit here. The boosts come out, and it is going to be Quangascan picking up the disc and looking for the clear up to his teammate. It's actually a pass on Bowtie, or on Nest, but it does get picked back up by Phoenix, who then looks for the clear through mid, right into the hands of Sniper. It was a pass, I'm sorry, not a clear. And he goes for the shot off of the ceiling, but unfortunately does bounce off the top trench there. He does recover the disc, finds Jason in the bubble, takes the shot, just going a little bit wide. Does get picked back up by Sniper, who's going to control this disc a little bit, taking his time with it. Looking for the passes, finds the back pass, resetting. Didn't like the position he was in. I respect that. Finding the back pass is resetting the position.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, this is stuff you see out of the higher tier teams, and a really nice read there coming out from Jay. Gonna be able to try to get this one through, but you didn't used to see this kind of stuff coming out of from what you would kind of consider a lower tier team down into the silver and bronze divisions, recognizing that the bubble is, very occupied and that they need to just try to take a reset and get something else going.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, looking for these good plays. The clear comes out a little bit wild into the hands of Jazo, who finds the long clear. See if he can get together his team. The boost is coming in, and they are able to get the stun off. The disc is still loose. It's picked back up by Quangascan. He goes for the long shot, but it does get picked back up by Vacant, who's going to control this disc for Phoenix.
Yeah, some really good patience. Again, he's going to be trying to look to see where he can clear that, getting up to his teammate that's sitting in middle, and kind of loosely bouncing through here, and trying to see like if they're going to be able to try to, an unlucky pass, not going to be able to collect it there, but another strong kind of attempt. I mean, they're having these good rallies back and forth. It's kind of honestly hard to keep up with. Another drive coming through here. Sniper juking out the defense, but taking a shot that's going to be just going slightly low and wide.
Yeah, and even though he did miss the disc, a lot of these times you'll see these players, even at the high levels, missing these discs just a little bit off to the side of the goal. And it's not because they're missing that badly, it's because they're aiming for these pockets. You can see he was aiming for that right pocket there, and it's a little bit too wide. And it is Monster coming in off the pass from Jason. He's able to come down off the left shoulder and put the disc in for the first 2 points for Phoenix.
Yeah, and Phoenix finally able to get some points on the board here a little bit late in the game with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, but just being able to break that ice, get a little bit of a reset coming in, and just be like, all right, you know, we got some points on the board. There's still some time. This isn't totally out of the question. There's a lot of time to be had here. And a very interesting joust off the beginning there. That's kind of cool to see how they've been able to take that, but a low shot going to be trying to ricochet up. Just short of the goal.
Good news from Monster. They were able to read that offense and able to stop it correctly. They take the long shot, but it did end up going a little bit wild and missing the goal just a bit. He does get cleared back off into the Blues defensive zone, but picked up quickly by Kangaskhan, who's going to go for another bubble push. Finds his teammates across the bottom. Unfortunately, it looks like they got a little bit tangled up with each other and just goes free. But Sam Piquet able to pick it back up with a quick slap pass over to his teammate on Nest, but does get picked back up. Again, another steal by Monster, going for that long clear.
Yeah, Phoenix having some really good defense here, and a really nice stop as the Midnights just had another excellent drive coming into the bubble and just slightly holding on to it for a little bit too long. But an excellent read from Monster on that last play.
Sam Piquet picking up that nice bounce pass and taking another shot on goal, pretty long shot. Does end up going a little bit wide. Jazel off the post, does take another shot going in across the bubble, but does go a little bit wide and is slapped out by Vacan. Back up by Jazel at the top, sorry there, and pushing back in, but another steal by Sniper, clearing it through the top. But it does look like Phoenix, or Midnights, I'm sorry, is actually running one man back, playing really deep, looking for those clears. Mad Thrasher is able to pick that one back up and get another quick clear back into the blue zone.
Yeah, Midnight getting another really close chance here. Sam Piquet just doing an excellent job there, getting some pressure up, kind of forcing a little bit of wild clear there. And Kanga's going to be able to slap that one forward. Just an excellent midfield control here that they've been able to demonstrate.
And again, there's that back player from Midnights there, picking up this long clear disc. Not something you usually see out of a lot of teams, is playing that really far back player to catch these clears. But clearly it's working out for Midnights. So you can't argue with the results. They are up 7-2 here with a minute and a half remaining. And they has the Mad Thrasher there, the player playing back, has picked up quite a few of these long clears. Stopped a lot of these potential Phoenix offenses before they start.
Yeah, exactly. And they've been doing a fantastic job of that. That is actually a fantastic stun from Sniper, but unfortunately, some lag going on there. But Kanga's going to be able to pick that one up and try to get the clear out and boost his way through.
Yeah, quick boost from Phoenix there, is able to get to the disc, fighting for it, getting the punch off to Sam Piquet, and a quick slap over to Sniper, who's going to take this disc, hold it on a little bit through midfield, waiting until his teammates gets a little bit of a pull there to clear it down. Does get up, going just past that back player, but into the hands of Jazel, who was able to get that slap over again to Kangaskhan, who slaps it through right back into the blue defensive zone. We'll see the boost come back over, pick the disc up, and see what they can do with this offense.
Yeah, Phoenix doing a really good job, but an unfortunate turnover there. It's actually going to just go just wide off the rim. Another close shot for the Midnights, but Sam Piquet, of course, being able to recollect that back over to the nest. Jay ducking his way through and finally getting it in with his nice little... It's just this route he likes to run. He gets to the nest and he kind of bounces up and down and tries to take it in. It was an excellent drive and getting him up another 2 points, shutting out the final little bit of this first round.
Yeah, that is going to be just about the end of the first round. Midnight's coming out with it. It looks like the final score will be 9-2, but we do have one more joust making. I'll see if Phoenix can maybe get one more point off to get some momentum going into round 2 here. It looks like they do have a pretty solid joust going off here, pushing up to the offense. Sniper off the roof, looking to find his teammates, but unfortunately bounces off the inside of the top trench, and that will be into the hands of Midnights, and that will be round 1.
Yeah, and what a showcase for the Midnights. I mean, just really an excellent round there. And of course, even with Phoenix, though, just as impressed with their defense and their midfield capabilities, just not quite being able to turn that over into their offensive pressure quite yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It's very, well, this first round scoreline wasn't exactly what a lot of people would consider a close scoreline. The gameplay absolutely was very close. You can see 9-2 is not exactly a high scoring scoreline. And so both these teams, each goal absolutely mattered for the outcome of that first round. And we'll see if these teams can pick it up together and have another showing for round 2.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very interesting too watching them play with that super far goalie back, you know, kind of doing that blender style or the YouTube style, you know, where you just watch these goalies sit super far back. I haven't noticed it ever really in the Quest games that I've been able to watch, and really interesting to see if they've just been doing their homework and seeing what works.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. If we go to the stats over here, on the side of Midnights, Quangus with a save and 24 stuns. Mad Thrasher looks like we got his stats reset, unfortunately. He's at all zeros right now. Jezel at 4 points and 13 stuns, and playing up on offense with Sam Paquette, who has 5 points with an assist and a save, as well as 1 steal. Then on the side of Phoenix, we have Jason with 1 assist, Monster with 2 points and 3 saves, putting in work on that goal. We have a couple of saves going to Monster and Sniper, and then Vacant with 1 save.
Yeah, exactly. And as the Jouster coming out here, a huge shout out to everybody who's given out Twitch Primes or subscriptions in the chat. Haven't really been able to keep up with it with this game, but a really nice bounce off the ceiling here for Quang. And he's going to be able to put this one in and get a 2-pointer and instantly right back up in the lead. The Midnights taking it once again.
Yeah, again, you see this really sort of set plays for Midnights on this offense. So a lot of teams you'll see will just go as fast as possible and just hit the disc wherever. But it looks like Midnights, after 2 rounds in a row, I think it's safe to say that this is at least somewhat planned, having that quick pass to that player on the bottom there and able to get that quick goal for both rounds.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like they really do have it planned and they have it down. Loose kind of coming off the wall, but Jason going to be able to try to recollect this one for his team. And he has some time, he has some options, moving his way forward and recognizing that he's not exactly pressured. Getting it back, a nice reset to Vacant. And with the pass forward going slightly errant, oh, what a juke there from Monster off the backboard, being able to fish his way around the 2 defenders. And being able to tie up this game, a really strong start. That's what Phoenix needs to start, you know, continue on doing and get going. And it's just an excellent beginning to this round for them.
Yeah, and the first time we saw Midnights with a joust advantage here, we saw a quick stop by Phoenix. So we'll see if they can replicate that success with another success. Because again, we see this very conservative offense by Midnights with that quick pass downwards. Does end up getting picked again by Monster and going for the long clear again into the orange bubble.
Yeah, Monster doing a really great job in the midfield and cutting off those zones, just being able to read the plays before they happen. But Sniper trying to get this one forward to Jason. As he has a player on him, JJ is going to be able to try to get this one out of here. Working his way forward with a nice little volleyball slap to get this one downfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting that nice clear off and is getting able to have his team come in with the chain. And Sam Paquette going to push into the bubble and get that 2 points for Midnights.
Yeah, a nice pickup there for Sam Paquette and being able to put that one in. And especially in that nice little 1v2 in the bubble there. That's an excellent job by Sam Paquette.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of times players will get these chains together and they'll just go for speed only. But it looks like Midnights did get that disc really quickly. They had a good read on it and they were able to get to it really fast. So they definitely are also, not only are the chain come fast, but it came very controlled as well. They were able to get that disc very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a really big factor, especially when you're trying to get into plays like this where Frangus is really close and Sam Paquette going to be able to actually pick this one up off the wall with a nice brawl coming out. But the control is so important. It's so easy to end up overshooting these discs. And just juking his way around, making his way through as a slight pass, going a little bit wide, and Sniper going to be able to slap that one out. And try to actually receives his own pass, a little bit of a steezy self-play. And working his way up this tunnel, and a nice little side pass over to his teammate as well.
Yeah, Phoenix pushing into this offense. A quick pass over to Sniper on the side again, looking for those tying points, but does end up going a little bit behind the goal. Looks like they will be able to pick it back up and continue their offense, though. Looking again for one of these cross passes. Finds Sniper, again on the floor. But it is quickly stolen by Sam Paquette, who looks for the clear off the ceiling.
Yeah, and a dangerous little clear, bouncing up wide, and actually going to get a really nice clear top to the ceiling, seeing that the stacks are getting up now. Looking like Phoenix is going to be able to get back here first, but actually the controlled joust again coming through from the Midnights, and an excellent start from Jason. So a nice dog pile coming out, breaking out here, and Jason going to be actually winning that one to break up the zone a little bit.
Yeah, Jason doing a really great job getting those stuns off and keeping that disc. Just great defense from him, making that getting that stop there from what was otherwise a pretty dangerous position for Phoenix there.
Yeah, Jizzle bouncing his way through, but Vacant going to be able to slap that one forward before he almost got stunned out there. And Phoenix going to be trying to get a clear through, but the boost starting now, trying to see if they're going to be able to beat them all the way down to the end of the bubble here. It's going to be close as, yeah, Jason ends up taking that all the way through those defenders. That was an unexpected turnaround from what I thought was actually going to be happening there. An excellent juke performed by Jason to weave his way through and tie up the game again for his team.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good job with the joust from Phoenix there, getting to that disc, picking up a little bit from round one. Now tied up 4-4 at the halfway point, as opposed to the a little bit more of the spread out scoreline as we saw in the first round. Definitely showing that they are on even footing with this team and trying to prove themselves and get themselves around 3.
Yeah, exactly, and definitely starting to get a little bit warmed up here is Phoenix. Nice grab there from Sniper, but not going to be able to land the shot as it goes slightly wide. I mean, just another very close turnover there going in the way of Phoenix. And Phoenix going to be able to actually take this again. Jason up onto the ceiling, trying to work his way in. And a very nice stun. Sam Paquette coming through for his team once again.
Yeah, very close looks for the cross pass there from Phoenix. Does end up getting stunned down and cleared out. But again, we have another opportunity here from Jason to Monster once again, getting those 2 points. And Phoenix is in the lead in round 2.
Yeah, some really nice bubble passing we saw coming across here. I mean, basically went down to the center, across the shoulder, and then being able to finally work that way in was Monster. And Phoenix, for the first time here, trying to take away this lead up by 2 points. And let's see how the Midnights are going to be able to actually try to respond with this split play.
Yeah, very aggressive defense from Phoenix there. A couple of those players are a little bit further back, but they do have a stack together coming in, but it's not quick enough as the pass from JJ to Sam Paquette is able to put it in and tie it right back up at 6-6 with about 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and I mean, what a response from the Midnights, just not having any of that, just coming absolutely right back with an aggressive pass down the left tunnel, a forward pass, and right down to Sam Paquette, where he has a nice, easy one-on-one with the goalie inside the bubble.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we see Midnights again with the launch, or Phoenix again, I'm sorry, with the launch. Passing quickly to Sniper, he's going to hold the disc for a little while. Finds Jason on the side, who quickly finds Monster on the floor, pushing up, and it just barely a little bit high. It does get picked up back up by Jason. Monster with the twin stuns, keeping his teammate clear. And Jason looking for the shot, but does get punched on the windup by Sam Paquette, who finds the clear and is able to get a chain with his teammate, coming down quickly. Stopping on shield, however, and it will be, looks like JJ picking this up. A little bit loose, though. It does actually get picked up by Sniper instead, who finds the clear to the bottom, back into the orange zone. But again, like we said earlier, Midnights has this far back player looking for these clears. Mad Thrasher's able to pick that one up and find the clear right back into the blue zone. Actually, a pass, I'm sorry, to his teammate Sam in the middle there. Does get cleared up, and again, we don't see, while the Midnights is running that far back player, Phoenix is not, and so that allows JJ here to get this disc and control it on the offensive zone.
Yeah, and what an excellent job there from Mad Thrasher, being able to lock down that back line for their team. And with 3 minutes counting down, knowing that it's really tied up in a deep back pass, not something I'm used to seeing from people like this, but what a chain and lockout there from Monster and Jason, being able to shut this one out, having a really good opportunity here, looking at the goal, but the stop from Jay Dizzle once again, locking that down for the Midnights, stopping a crucial goal.
Yeah, very quick. It's that's a very difficult maneuver to pull off there. Getting that quick boost coming back into goal, able to stop on block and turn fast enough to save that shot is not something that a lot of players can do consistently, and it's very impressive to see that here.
Yeah, it's something very easy to just kind of look at, you know, think it's so easy, but turning around, and actually a Sniper here is going to be trying to work his way forward, but Sam Paquette with a nice double stun out, trying to get this clear out is the Midnights, as it's kind of going loose down into the bottom trench area. Sniper going to be trying to get this fixed, Sam Paquette actually going to be able to turn this one over is Phoenix. A really good job here, kind of locking this into their zone. And the cross pass coming off a shield, trying to get this one back, and another reset. I mean, that's just excellent control coming out from Phoenix here.
Yeah, even though they're tied up with 2 minutes remaining, they're not rushing, they're not feeling a lot of pressure, they're pushing in slowly, and Monster are going to be able to get that disc on Nest and push in and make that 2 points, putting themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and that's that patience coming forward and absolutely rewarding Phoenix here. I mean, with 1:40 left, it's starting to get dangerous on the clock, and this back and forth, Phoenix, they're going to be under pressure here to try to stop this drive, as it's almost an advantage for Midnights at this point. It's going to be a lot of pressure here to try to get this one through.
Looking for a very interesting joust there, going sideways, Jazel finding his teammate on the floor after a quick duck. Sam Paquette finding him back up in the middle. It will get picked back up by, it looks like Jazel's going to get there first, and he does. And he's going to control the disc on the floor there, pushing forward. Got one player on his back. Nice juke. Again, keeping calm, keeping control with the disc, and finds the cross pass to Sam, but it actually gets picked up by Jason, who makes the interception, and the clear goes past the backline player of Midnights. It is going to be bouncing in the bubble. It's going to be Phoenix getting there first, but a little bit fast. They're able to go past the disc. They are able to pick it back up, though. Jason with control of the disc now. Loses it once again, but then Monster picks it back up. A stun coming quickly from Quangus Khan, who's going to look for the clear. He's holding the disc, though, waiting for the stack to get together with his teammate. Then goes for the clear now that he has the stack. They're going to be able to push in the bubble quickly, and it is going to be Monster, though, picking it back up barely, with not a fraction of a second too early, or too late, I'm sorry, and passing quickly out to Sniper at midfield.
Yeah, and as the timer's coming down here, 30 seconds left, Phoenix being up here by 2, the Midnights are going to have to try to look to get something quick, as this clear is going to be bouncing backwards. Sniper not going to be quite able to get this, but I mean, the midfield control here and the locking down, as you see, as Vacan's camping out in the back and being able to take control of this. Sniper trying to just hold on and lock it down in their zone for as long as they can. Jizzle going to be trying to work his way forward, having the clear coming down, but with the chains being stunned out there, some excellent midfield control there from Jason. And this game going to be shutting out the 2-point advantage in the way of Phoenix. An excellent round 2 comeback here from Phoenix.
Yeah, very dangerous position there for Midnights for Phoenix at the last second, rather, with the slap coming down mid, getting all the way past the defense, and the chain being there ready to push forward. But Jason was able to get that stun out and stop that chain from pushing forward and getting that last goal, securing themselves round 2 for Phoenix.
Yeah, an excellent job. And throughout this entire game, I mean, it's just been really the story. You've been watching Jason, you've been watching Monster, all these guys over on Phoenix, and just the midfield control. They just have these abilities to dive out and basically zone off these plays, which is something we didn't used to see too much of until recently. And these players just being able to read the field. And not to say there's nothing coming from Midnight, though. I mean, Mad Thrasher staying in the back and Sam Paquette being able to score. It's just a really even battle right now, going back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we look over at the stats there, we have Quangus Khan with 2 points and a save. Mad Thrasher with a stun, but he's the one in the backfield again, picking up these long clears. And so even though his stat line is not looking not a lot of numbers, he's absolutely invaluable to this team, picking up probably close to a dozen clears there from Phoenix and keeping them on possession of Midnight, shutting down those offenses again before they even start.
Yeah, a really excellent job here. It's going to be even more crucial to try to win this joust. I'm very interested to see if we're going to have some more planned out plays that they've had practiced so well, where we've seen such control off this initial joust instead of what we typically see with the kind of crazy hits. And Sam Paquette actually in the back just not going to be able to get that. That was a very close read actually from Sam Paquette to be able to try to grab that. And Phoenix taking control here, starting to work their way up. Sniper looking around for his teammate Jason as he's covered on the block, but juking his way through, getting that off the rim into the goal. Jason with a very excellent shot there.
Yeah, very nice offense. So again, we see after the first 2 rounds, we saw Midnights win the joust. We saw Phoenix win it again and have that player set up very quickly in the bubble, and able to get that bubble offense set up very quickly with the stun on the goalie as well, so that they can or Jason, I'm sorry, get that really quick goal off for Phoenix.
Yeah, a nice initial joust here coming through. Sam Paquette going to have a chance to get this as he has a player on him working his way through. And actually, I didn't even say just there having a really good chance here, but Sam Paquette off the rim. How unfortunate. A very nice attempt there from Sam Paquette, and excellent clear from Phoenix. But as we have Mad Thrasher, of course, holding down the back line, really kind of calling down his team and really keeping in control back there. The clear is not getting through. And finally, with Phoenix with the breakaway here, going to have a boost coming through to try to pick this one up as they work their way into the bubble for the soft goal. Sniper doing an excellent job getting them up by 4 right off into this 3rd round.
Yeah, and although we did have Mad Thrasher at the midline catching some of those clears, Phoenix was very persistent. They were able to keep those clears coming until eventually one did end up getting through. They had the joust coming soon afterwards and able to pick that goal up and get themselves ahead by 4 points in round 3.
Yeah, exactly. And as we have the Midnights coming out with their really unique joust, I really like the creativity on it. Coming through, getting that mid pass up to Sam Paquette as he tries to get this through for his teammates. Definitely a lot of time still left in this game. They have a lot of time to recover from this and just keeping their heads down. Our Midnights, as they get a nice slap coming up off the bottom trench. Boost coming through, but Phoenix going to be able to recollect this as they've just been doing this whole time. Really good recovery game from Phoenix so far.
Yeah, the clear comes out from Monster, and if you actually saw it there, I think it was Jason actually stunning out Mad Thrasher. They're sick of these clears getting caught, and so they just have a player back on the midfield line, stunning him out to try and get these clears through. Unfortunately, it does get picked back up by JJ, so who pushes in with the spin off the post with a great save from Vacan there. getting that save and getting that clear back off. The stun quickly coming out from Monster on the Sam Paquette. They're gonna get a stack together, look for that clear, and get a quick boost. Looks like they're gonna kind of come down. It does bounce off of the block, however, and gets picked back up by Sam. He doesn't have much time though, because Jason's on his back, pushing forward. Quite the brawler, pushing into bubble. Then finds Sniper on the wall, who's gonna push back in onto the backboard and takes a shot. Does go a little bit wide though, and will get picked up by Monster.
Yeah, some really good collections here. You can just see the pacing that Phoenix is putting out here, taking their time, is faking it in the back line, getting a nice forward pass up to Sniper. He had some open passes up in the bubble. He's going to be able to go up to Jason, working their way in, taking that shot towards the goal, but getting an unlucky bounce off the backboard. Again, it's Phoenix that, I mean, they're being persistent, but just not quite being able to get it. And, oh, excellent stun coming out there, and Sniper being able to try to lock this one down onto the station as Monster tries to get it through, but Mad Thrasher, of course, in the back, being able to recollect and finally get that clear through the zone.
Yeah, very tense situation there with a lot of punches going off and just changing possession very rapidly. But it was able to come back into the hands of Midnights there, who will find the clear, but quickly another clear comes back from Phoenix and gets picked back up by Mad Thrasher, who puts the team again back into the blue zone.
Ooh, Sniper with a really nice stun there in the midline. And Mad Thrasher really holding down back there, not letting these clears coming through, doing an excellent job. Getting a nice forward pass up to Sam Paquette. Just barely missing that pass down there to the bottom, but Sniper finally getting another clear going through now that Mad Thrasher isn't back there being able to stop it quite yet.
He's able to pick it up, however, after chasing it down a little bit. This does get slapped into the hands of, I think that was Monster, but it does get quickly picked back up, and we have a double stun between both the players and a slap back from Midnight's trying to get this disc out, but however, the pass does come back across just to Jason. Looks like we're gonna do a scuffle there with JJ Zizzle, who does make the back pass to his teammate. There, it looks a little bit too hard actually, as this goes a little bit far back into the blue zone. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the orange team making the clear. That wasn't a back pass, that was a clear. And Jazel is able to pick the disc back up off that clear, and able to get that 3-pointer, putting this back into a 1-point game.
Yeah, exactly, and that 3-pointer is gonna hurt as it really cut their lead down in half. 3-4. Phoenix still in the lead here, but that took a lot of time, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to finally get that goal to go in. With half the game still remaining, Midnight's really putting in a good fight there, and a really nice clearing boost to get them downfield, and that opportunity for that open 3-pointer.
Yeah, then we have Phoenix pushing it up, finding that quick pass in the bubble. Monster pushing back in, trying to get themselves back into a more comfortable lead. Monster putting themselves up to 6 points, up by 3. Still very much within, especially with 5 minutes remaining still in the half, or in the last game of the series. Midnight still definitely have ample opportunity to get back into the lead or even just tie it up. But again, that 3-point lead is going to be a little bit more comfortable for Phoenix.
Yeah, and a really good job here, especially after how long that last point ended up actually taking. Being able to get that one in 13 seconds has to feel pretty good there for Phoenix, as this pass is going to be coming up kind of wide, but Vacant backing his way up, trying to find what he likes, negotiating his way around, as Jason going to be able to try to take this one. And Mad Thrasher, of course, once again, right in the back line, going to be able to recollect that one and get a nice clear for his team, as the boost is now kind of broken up. But Jizzle going to be able to try to get that one. Actually, I wasn't fully expecting him to get there first, but an excellent drive there, and swooping that one in, beating out Phoenix. An excellent job cutting down that lead again and trying to get his team up with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, while Phoenix has been able to get these goals on the redirects, Midnight's is hot on their tails, keeping this back down to a 1-point game, putting a lot of pressure on.
Yeah, exactly. In these situations, you got to stay really calm, which is probably pretty hard for these guys as it is for everybody else. And a pass coming up the nest, but Monster not going to be quite able to get it. But Sniper trying his best there, as Jason's going to be taking this one off the backboard. Mad Thrasher not quite able to get that one in time, getting Phoenix up another 2 points. An excellent shot off the backboard there.
Yeah, absolutely. A very close save there by Mad Thrasher. Does end up going in, unfortunately, putting Phoenix up by 3, 8-5 in the third half. We still have 3 minutes remaining, so a lot of time left still. And we'll see if Midnights can once again respond in kind.
Yeah, a little bit of a loose pass there, but going to be able to get that one up and through. Mad Thrasher and trying to get a boost together there, but actually a really nice interception. Monster going to be able to try to chase this one up the wall. A very good position here for Phoenix to be in with so much time. A nice cross pass coming through to Jason, coming off the shoulder and putting that one in. Another 2 points, getting up by 5 now for Phoenix. What an excellent drive there.
Yeah, getting themselves into a little bit more comfortable of a lead now. Now they can maybe they don't want to, but they can certainly afford to give up a goal and still be in the lead here. So as long as they can keep this game relatively scoreless for the rest of this 2 minutes and 30 seconds, they'll be in a pretty good position.
Yeah, Phoenix finally able to kind of, take that sigh, a little bit of relief there, and knowing that they have some slip room if they need it. But Sam Paquette going to be able to get this one off the floor. So it's actually an open goal, and it's going to go in. Sam Paquette again for a very clutch three-pointer to go in. An excellent job. Maybe caster cursing it a little bit there, Rox.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Phoenix finally got that 5-point goal, but a kind of quick three-pointer from Midnights and Sam Paquette specifically, putting it back up to a close 2-point game.
Yeah, Sam Paquette, my goddess, doing an excellent job locking down that three-pointer on the open goal, not missing, and really having doing an excellent job for the Midnights, catching them up on points. Cross pass going slightly wide, but Sniper able to collect it off the wall. Cross pass up to the top of the bubble and going in as the goalie was stunned out. A nice secured shot there from Jason to put him up by another 2 points. And Phoenix just keep getting their breathing room back a little bit with this back and forth.
We've seen a lot of really impressive bubble offenses for Phoenix here, finding each other on the on these different geo blocks, making these cuts and getting these quick shots off. Very hard to save if you're a goalie, and very hard to pull off if you're the offense as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's very hard to make it look good, and they're making it look easy. It's some very nice cross passing. Something I wasn't necessarily expecting to see. It's done so well from both teams. Really, they're just going back and forth and being able to get those cross passes, but slowing it down here is Jason waiting for his passes to be available. Monster kind of just taking his time on the floor and knowing that he doesn't necessarily need to secure this with a minute only left on the clock. And this is some excellent pacing here, trying to bait out that defense to come forward. Sniper with the back pass. I mean, this is superb gameplay coming out here from Phoenix, but a slight pass miss, finally able to come out. But Vacant able just to recollect it again and just burning off all this time on the clock.
Yeah, very close match here. Again, they're totally and completely aware of their situation. 4 points in the lead. 30 seconds now remaining. Again, controlling this disc. They'd be looking for one more point for the goal for the game, but does get stolen out by Mad Thrasher, who makes the clear to Quangus, who again finds the clear through mid, but again just bouncing off of his double diamonds. A little bit unfortunate there. It will be Mad Thrasher racing for the pick. He does get the disc and looks for another clear through the bottom. Unfortunately, though, we are out of mathematical time, as they say, and that disc will be going into the hands of Jazel, but this game will be going into the hands of Phoenix.
Yeah, an outstanding reverse sweep performed here by Phoenix. I mean, just an outside, it was just an excellent job. I mean, they had the midfield control, the pacing on the gameplay. Excuse me, my phone is going off. I'm sorry if you were able to hear that. But, I mean, they just did an excellent job. I mean, it just really showing the class of what field they're in and what success and what they're capable of, really.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very, again, a lot of what's not probably maybe not fully appreciated by some of the people watching is that Phoenix did go down pretty handily in round one, going 9-2, losing that first round, and that's a tough position to come back from. Losing that round one in a pretty convincing fashion definitely makes that comeback all the more harder. You have to really make sure your mental game doesn't fall apart, doesn't slip up, and you're able to rally back as a team. And we saw them do just that, able to keep their composure, able to keep that disc under control when they needed to be, not being too antsy on offense. And they did a really great job.
Yeah, some outstanding gameplay. Seriously, something for some of the other guys looking around trying to watch something to, maybe some VOD reviewers trying to figure out what to do. I mean, there's a lot to be learned from this game for some people, and really outstanding job from both the teams, though.
Yeah, and if we go over to the stat sheet one last time, we have Quangus Khan finishing off the game with 2 points, a save, a steal, and 58 stuns, being an absolute brawler for his team. Mad Thrasher with 2 saves, a steal, and some stuns. 7 stuns there. He's again picking up those clears, though. I wish they showed those on the stat sheet. And Jazel with 9 points, an assist, 3 saves, and 30 stuns. And then Sam Paquette with the game high points at 12 with 1 assist, a save, couple of steals, and 32 stuns. To go back over to the side of Phoenix, Jason with 8 points, 2 assists, and 39 stuns. Monster with 10 points, an assist, 3 saves, 2 stuns, or 2 steals, and 52 stuns. Again, another really high stun number there. Sniper with 2 points, 3 assists, a save, and 2 steals, 34 stuns. And then Vacant with 2 assists, 4 saves, and 20 stuns. A lot of saves on the side of Phoenix there. Their bubble defense was really, while Midnight's defense was relying a lot on Mad Thrasher catching those clears and really just shutting down the offenses before they start. Phoenix had a really solid bubble defense, getting a lot of those steals and a lot of those saves off right at the inside the bubble there.
Yeah, exactly. And they did such a good job having that zone coverage, which is something I've kind of said during the cast is you don't necessarily see a whole lot of that until you start getting up into the higher ranks. So very impressed coming forward with these teams. And I mean, just definitely something interesting to watch coming up in the future. But as that starts to close out our cast, we do have King Gorillas versus Joker, the clash of the Titans, the top number 1 and number 2, coming up here in about 20 minutes. And that will be here on VRML 1, casted by Palidore. And again, a great thank you for SoMuchForSubtlety doing the cams on this cast for me and Rox here. And I appreciate all the Twitch Prime subs as well.
So Joker in season 1 they didn't go undefeated, but against all teams that were not Kangarillas, they not only went undefeated, but every single game they won, they did it in 2. And the only team to take them to 3 rounds during the season was Kang. And every time Kang took them to 3 rounds, that Kang won.
They're ready. Let's go. 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 Let's go.
Shrem's gonna send that one across there to Lovers. Lovers bring this one in, goes up to Mad, and Mad, that's our first goal of the game. 32 seconds in, the Kangarillas.
Kong here gonna pass it off to Jaywalker. Jaywalker redirecting and diverting himself just to find Kong, and Kong gets the goal, ties it up to a piece.
Low, 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 low.
Nice, I'm shielded. Pass down below, and looking, shooting, and good looking on the shot. 4-2.
Let's go back. He's going to send that one out to that far side trap. And that chain, wow, that grab there. Game sending this one in. Is that going to be on? It is. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
5 minutes left in this first round. Sealable bag. He's going to go for the goal. Not missing that time.
Trying to wrangle this one in. Oh, sealable back with that one setting. Oh, my God. Oh, what? This game is dumb. This game is so dumb.
Over on the other side, off the side wall, good stat coming in fast from Sealable. Cross pass, Loveridge converts, and they're back up now.
And Loveridge now going to walk this one in. Goes under the goal, but a great read there by Kong. Oh no, somebody there on Joker drop. That is unfortunate. That is Jaywalker going out right now. Sent up there to Shimbitsky. Shimbitsky walking this one in. Has a one-on-one with the goalie, taking the shot. That one's going to go low and away, and that's going to bounce on the bubble. That's going to be, who's that on the far side? Sealable back, picking that one up. They have a 3-on-2 right now if they act quickly. Loveridge taking that one. That one's going to ding off and bounce out. But that's going to be Shimbitsky trying to chase that one down. Good leech on Game, and sends it back towards the tube to Mad.
At the moment, Sealable bag trying to finding that goal, but look at the nice dives, double dive in fact, from a couple players on Joker.
Yeah, Sealable, he tried to hold that off as long as he could. We're talking 100th of a second too long, and now Game's walking this one for the 2. And that's going to give Joker a 1-point lead here. We're going to have about, I would guess, about 50 seconds once we come out of the 2.
Don't really get used to seeing that too often from Kang. At the moment, though, they may just pay with that very, very deep shot from Jaywalker.
This is I'm excited for round 2 here because I do believe Kang has it within them to come back here in round 2 and force that round 3. And if we get a round 3, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Let's get it. Let's get this one. Let's get this. Get the bread.
And off the sidewall, as round 2 begins, going to Ryan, crossing it up, crossing it back, and there's the 2. Yeah, he's going ahead indeed over here to the passing. Breathe, ooh, stall, but look at the grab from Kong, dude.
Good play there by Shimbitsky. Get the steal. Oh no, Jaywalker with an opportunity. He's gonna walk this one in, and he plants it for the 2, and that's gonna give Joker the 4-point lead here. A good slap there by Game to get it away. Oh, opportunity here. Loveridge takes a shot and hits it. 6-meter 2. That's gonna hang on the board. We're back to 2-point game, just over 2.5 in.
He double bounced off that ceiling, eventually being taken by Stram, but Stram being assaulted, and right over there to Ryan, going for that anchor shot. Only gets a 2, but it's still a 4-point lead now for Joker.
But Jaywalker, oh man, you know how many times Jaywalker did that to me the one time I played with Joker? And the game taking that shot, he's gonna hit it for the 3. And Joker's up by 7, almost halfway through round 2. 2-on-2 opportunity if they can stop Joker on the backfield. Walking this one in. Stram with the cut pass, and Loveridge slams it in for the 2, and that's going to put Kang up to 4 here, still down by 5. And another huge part of that game is Shimbitsky, who gets a great read on that loose disc, sending this one in deep. Is that going to be on? No, it's low, but on opportunity, Mad, he sends it in, and we're back to a 3-point game, just under 4 to go.
I'm covered.
Oh, I had to.
Oh. Go back, go back, go back, go.
And that's not how you do it there with that missed pass opportunity. Sends it in. Who was it? I don't even know. Who was it? Stram. Of course it was. Oh, God. Sends that one out. It gets through mid. The chain is there. Kong with it, sending it up to Game with an opportunity. Takes a shot. Oh, the ding. Wow.
This turns around into a goal. They're going to be really hurting at the moment, lining it up and eyeing the shot. It's Mad coming alive.
I'm going to go for goalie.
12 seconds. Game sending this one up there to Kong. Kong looking to send this one back for the 3-shot. Kong, oh, Ryan hits it. We're going overtime. Mad's going to send this one in deep. Going to get the flat bounce off the backboard. Stram's getting that first. He hits it. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. At the start of the game, I said, So it's going to be a great game. Get everybody in here. So now is the time. Get those. This is you guys. You need to be watching this game, especially if you're a new team. But even returning teams, you need to be watching this game. You need to be watching it right now. Get them in here right now as we're about to start round 3.
He's got a shot. Mid.
I'm so stupid.
Oh, we're good.
We're stupid. We're good. Cross eye. Back to bow tie. Cutting from shield. Cutting from shield.
I'm also cutting.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Just play it slow. The only time Tang scores is when we mess up.
Let's hit Strem. Strem under pressure, gonna go for that cross pass. Does hit Sealable. Sealable has a one-on-one of the goal here. He's gonna take the shot. He hits it, and that's gonna put King up by 3. I have nothing else to say. He's got to drop that defense. They know they can't, you know, it's hard.
I got leverage. Shield open.
And they do get what they want. They stun Loveridge out in the backfield, and that's going to give them the space to move in. Strem's going to walk this one in. Takes a shot, but the stop there by Ryan.
Get back.
Yeah, you guys are next to each other.
Cross.
Do something.
Oh my god! That will be, again, no, it's just Shrimp.
I'm dead.
Con. As they're going to go in for a nice
God,
goal
Ryan,
right from the side. Ryan.
Actually, I'm 90% certain Ryan stole that goal from Kong.
Low.
There. Over goal.
Kong hits a shot, and that's the 3 that Joker needed. That's going to put him up by 2, 9-7. Back there to Sealable, or excuse me, Leverage up to Strem. It's Strem, the predatory pasta himself. Now it's going to be Sealable sending this one up. Oh, right there in the hands of Ryan. Ryan's going to send this one all the way in, taking the bounce into the bubble. Oh my God. Ryan, reliable Ryan. Matt is going to hunt that one down, slap it forward. Who's going to get there first? A lot of suns coming out. That is Sealable back. Sealable back has Leverage cutting to the goal. Cuts over there to Strem. Strem's going to slow this one down. Takes the anchor shot, but it's off his teammate's head. That is unfortunate. But Matt recollects it, sends it right back to Strem. Another anchor shot, but it's stopped by Kong. No, Matt looking to make something happen. They have Leverage in the bubble going across the Strem. Strem takes a shot, but Kong with the grab. 21 seconds to go. It's going to be Matt on the back line. Matt sending it back up to Strem. Strem, another shot, Ryan. Ryan is going to stop that. He sends it out. That was at the mid.
Over, but only 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Could it be in a hot second? No.
Let's go.
And it will be the third round. Joker win here in VRML. Unbelievable, and this is what it's all about. Needless to say, that lived up to expectations as it always and often does. And these games, unbelievable. The amount of clutch saves though from Joker, the grabs, the steals, the mid-air swoops. I mean, that was ridiculous.
Go get everybody in here. Get everybody right now. Guys, I gotta yell. Guys, get everybody in here right now.
I guess I'm not the only one suffering from heat stroke in my house, but Dimly over there somewhere in the distance, I'm hoping he's correct here. Didn't just Caster's curse it, because if he did,
no.
I do see what we saw before. Nope. I'm fully expecting someone to splice in that audio clip over, you know, the end score and, you know,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is RoxTytan once again. We weren't planning on casting this one, but Palidore's voice is hurting a little bit, so we're trying to give him a break. Me and Andy are back again for the match between Kang Gorillas and Joker, #1 and #2 in North America and the world, I believe, actually, on the rankings. And I am extremely excited for this matchup.
Yeah, a classic, as what Sir Dimwee calls the Clash of the Titans. We have the #1 Joker versus #2 Kang Gorillas going to be coming together. Always been an interesting matchup coming forward. I mean, these two guys just go at it at 110% the entire time. And I mean, Joker, it's just been known for going in for 2-0 sweep, but maybe we'll end up going in seeing that Kang round 2 power spike. And I mean, just super fun matches to watch, especially with Joker's speed coming forward. They just have that double stack, and it's just been one of the fastest teams to watch in the league and probably some of the most aggressive players.
Yeah, absolutely. These teams are really just like, it's so incredible to me, especially because of how different their play styles are. We have Kang, who likes to play these super controlled, very slow controlled offenses, keeping the disc under possession, burning time if they have to. And Joker, who just plays cranked up all the way to 11 every single game and just not letting up on the speed, pedal to the metal. And it's really just so much fun to watch these two teams compete.
Yeah, exactly. And now as we're getting underway here, as these initial jousts come through, Sealable Bag going to be able to get that initial slap coming down into the bottom corner, but Joker, sorry, excuse me, going to be able to recollect this one, coming up into the top, having a nice clear down all the way downfield. It's going to take a nice little cross bounce through the bubble, but definitely going to be interesting to see how they start off here. That nice stack coming through to break up the play. Rhino going to be able to retreat this one down through the field, taking his time, looking around for his passes, getting that nice back pass. A little bit of a slower gameplay compared to what we're used to seeing with Joker. Taking their time, getting these nice low crosses down as Jaywalker takes his time to get a nice cross pass up to Ryan, but the save from Mad coming through. But Game going to be able to try to recover this one, swinging his arms around now, and then bounce coming off the inside rim, but Joker's still going to be able to recover this.
Yeah, very good play. You can tell Joker, a lot of the times you see Joker kind of gives off this vibe of being just kind of like not really taking it a whole lot seriously, just having for fun. But you can tell against Kang, they are a different team. They are taking this extremely seriously, making this pass to Ryan to get first 2 points for Joker.
Yeah, exactly. And a big shout out. Thank you, Single Shot, for the Twitch Prime. Greatly appreciated as always. But Joker definitely looking like they're taking a way slower approach into this game. Very similar back to the Group B finals back in beginning of Season 1, where we kind of, when I was on Synapse, taking a very slow approach. Kango's doing their typical rollout here, coming across the ceiling as they are all upside down. Matt just taking their time back and forth, kind of just this patty cake back and forth. Finally getting a nice forward pass here up the Sealable with the cross pass back. Taking their time, really setting their way up with probably about, their classic 9 to 10 passes back and forth to get this through, as they have the open player Shrimbitsky going to be able to try to take this for a cut pass. Sealable slamming that one in, tying up the game.
Absolutely textbook chain breaking from Kang, keeping those quick, fast passes between those 3 players in the back line. They were able to eventually get a stun off on game, I think it was, breaking up the chain, then making that quick push forward, do a nice cut pass for the 2 points.
Yeah, some really good passing there. I mean, that is probably some of the best passing in the league as they work their way up the field. That defensive sack trying to upset Joker here, getting broken a little bit free as they get a nice open pass up to Jaywalker as he works his way up the 2. But Shrimbitsky with a very clutch turnover, as that's going to just go chest barely off the shield, but the stack to recover that, getting the open 3, sneaking their way through downfield, being able to collect that one.
Yeah, very good steal from Shrimbitsky in the tube there, getting possession for his team, and again, very good stack by Kang. They'll pick that up just off the bounce off of shield and able to get that quick 3 points, putting that by 3 points, and now the ball is in Joker's court.
Yeah, and that was a ridiculously fast back stack to pick that up and actually take advantage of that play, something that seemed like it was going to definitely get into Joker's possession here, as the mid stack almost takes out Kung there, but he's going to be able to be fast enough to get that one through. With the reset being pressured by Leverage, dancing all around on Kung, but not being able to get that one. It's bounced a little bit free here into the side pocket, giving a little bit of breathing room finally into this game.
Yeah, absolutely. The pass back to Sealable has a little bit of pressure on, though. He's able to get a slap down to Leverage, however, who finds the cross pass back up to the ceiling, unfortunately bouncing off the block a little bit, back into the hands of Joker. Jaywalker controlling this now at midfield. Pass off the ceiling over to Ryan, who's going to push up into the bubble here, and looks for the shot to game, but is saved by Matt. He looks for the clear.
Yeah, kind of an unfortunate clear, taking the corner of that tunnel, bouncing straight back. And it's going to actually be loose here. Strembitsky having a chance to kind of take his time, assess the field, and move his way forward. Getting kind of the stacks coming together as they get downfield. Really taking their time here, coming into that classic Kango slow play, knowing that they're up by a 3-pointer, and a deep shot off the backboard. What is that? Strembitsky coming out of nowhere, not even expecting a shot on goal. That is nutty gameplay coming through from Strembitsky.
And that's why you always have to keep somebody in the goal, because even though in these games, especially at these high level games, you'll like see nobody even thinks about going for these long shots because everybody just keeps somebody in goal. But Strem keeping them honest, making say, if you're not going to keep somebody in goal, then I'm going to show you why you're supposed to. And putting that quick 3-pointer, putting Kangaroos up by 6 points with 5 minutes left in the round.
Yeah, what a huge morale booster that is for Kangos, being able to take such a deep shot like that and getting another 3-pointer onto the board. Strem with a nice little interception here, cutting off that back pass as it's going to go loose off the top of Bowtie. But what an excellent start to this round with another midfield cutoff.
Yeah, picked right back up by Matt, who makes the pass to Sealable. It goes for Strem. Pass to Strem, but Strem is able to miss it. It goes for the 360 shot, taking the left pocket of the goal. Another 2 points for Strembitsky with an amazing pass from Sealable, taking the whirlwind shot and hitting that nice pocket.
Oh, man. I'm a big... I appreciate the steeziness inside of that bubble and being able to just kind of whip himself around and lob that one in after a really excellent turnover. But Game's going to be able to try to slow this one down, kind of slapping off the nest and working his way through, getting the forward pass finally coming up. Joker kind of taking their time, trying to still kind of recollect, still going with this slower game plan, trying to get through with this midfield stack. It's really doing a good job of zoning off their coverage, but Joker fighting back equally as well with these passes and just seriously taking this time. I haven't seen this type of control from Joker. Usually it's so much faster pace, but they're getting a nice cross low into bubble. Kung trying to take this in. Strembitsky able to get the stun out. Game trying to block his way through, but Leverage going to be able to get that and throw this one downfield.
Yeah, Joker does look like they really get the first stack, though, and get there first, picking the disc up. They do have one pressure coming in from Mad, who does not get the interception. Pass goes over to Game on the far wall, who makes the long clear pass through to Kung, I'm sorry, who picks the disc back up, back over to Game, and we see the rest of Joker boosting now down to the ceiling, picked up quickly by Rhino, who gets to the backboard and takes a shot off of backboard, missing, however, into the hands of Game, who then gets stunned out by Loveridge, who looks for the clear.
Yeah, and a very nice shutout there, not allowing any passes coming through, but Kung with an excellent stun, waving it around, trying to figure out what he's going to be doing here with the disc, but Leverage aggressively coming forward, trying to get that cutoff. Kung trying to wave his way through again, but that stack being able to make it there in time. Game getting a recollect somehow and manage in the middle of all this with another shot, not being able to get through for Joker. An absolute incredible series of events. I mean, that is insane.
Yeah, Kang putting up incredible defense, getting these stuns, getting these interceptions, and not giving Joker a single inch to make a mistake, punishing every maybe missed pass, slow trap, but eventually it does find Game on the bottom of the backboard, and they do get another 2 points this side of Joker with about 3 minutes remaining in the half.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, Kango is just taking so much time off here, but Joker finally being able to just get a little bit of room inside of that offense, or inside of that defense, rather. And Game setting up on that backboard. I know he really likes to sit up in there and try to anchor those ones in, kind of finding his home finally. But a really good step for Joker, trying to see how they take this momentum. But a good break up there from Game, being able to get that stun as Ryan's going to be able to try to come up and get this open shot on goal, and he will. The classic Ryan shot, being able to hit those 3-pointer into Joker's side and actually closing up this lead very well with enough time still here with 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, Game able to get that mutual stun off on Matt. Matt is probably one of the best brawlers the league has, and really impressive from Game, able to get that mutual stun off on him, getting the disc knocked loose for his teammate to eventually sink that 3 and put this back into a 3-point game.
Yeah, and a really good job. Mad playing it very close again. That was a very close to being a repeat, but Kango doing what they do best, taking their passes and taking their time, working their way up the field, and a deep shot coming through off the backboard. Strembitsky being able to just fight back and say, you know what, I get it, you guys got that 3-pointer, but I'll just make one back. Being able to beat the chain back to the goal, and just a superb shot from Strem again.
Yeah, he took that earlier 3-pointer off of Pac-Man, getting that 1-3, punishing them for not having a goalie, and he says, you're still not going to keep a goalie? Let me show you why you need one. Taking another 3-point off the backboard and putting this back up to a 6-point game.
Yeah, some absolutely fantastic gameplay, but Joker going to be able to try to take this on the offense, and a daring shot attempt onto the goalie there. Strem's going to be able to get that boost really quick there to get the slap through tunnel, as it's going to be a chain race coming through, as they're actually getting broken up pretty well here. But it looks like Mad is going to be able to get there slightly beforehand, but the slap just going off the pole and coming up with Joker finally being able to recover this disc with a minute left now.
Yeah, very good play. Kang is in a very comfortable position right now, but Joker going to go for the shot, but again, a quick save from Strem off the rim there. He's able to make the clear into midfield, and looks like it gets picked up again by Joker, or by Kang, I'm sorry. He makes the long clear back into the blue zone and picked up back, self-pass actually, to Leverage.
Yeah, and Leverage, you know, maybe not seeing that open 3, but just knowing he could take his time and try to just really bait the clock out. And a nice little pump fake from Sealable there off the backboard, getting into the goalie's head and putting in for another 2. This is some outstanding gameplay coming through from Kangarillas.
Yeah, you pointed out, and a couple people of chat pointed out as well, like Leverage did have an open goal for that shot, but again, that's not the Kang style. If they score that as quickly as possible, the Joker might have a chance to come back, but they're just burning that extra time, killing that time, making sure Joker has no chance to get back into this game with only 20 seconds remaining and a 6-point deficit to come back on. Or I'm sorry, what is that? That's much bigger than 6 points. I can't do math right now though, because this game is so fast. And that is going to be 10 seconds left in the game. This round going to Kangarillas.
Yeah, very good effort here. So they're going to try to get one for the road. Jaywalker being able to slap that one down into the bottom pocket. But I mean, what a change of pace. I almost feel like the teams were switched around. Kangarillas were just going so fast, and they've really adapted their play style with they still are doing all their, you know, the classic Kangarillas working their way through the midfield, but the chains are just been so much faster than Joker at this point, and just taking every single opportunity and not giving Joker an inch in that first round.
I also want to give a quick shout out because I think we're at Hype Train level 4. A bunch of subs coming in from the community. Thunder Ragnarok, Arrow Knight. Let's see if I can find a couple more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure YouTube got one as well.
YouTube got one. Single shot from earlier. A lot of people bringing up. We appreciate that a lot. Bits coming in from Gilligan. Very exciting match. Always to be expected between matches between Kang and Joker. But this time, this one going a little bit differently than usual. We usually talk about Kangarillas in round 1 being maybe not as exciting as, or not as powerful as you'd like to see them be usually. And then Kang round 2 being forced to be reckoned with. This time, however, the roles have been flipped to Kang round 1 coming out with a pretty convincing victory over Joker.
Yeah, and usually, I mean, we used to joke kind of that, you know, it's the round 2 Kang power spike, right? It's what everybody expects, and it's been kind of noted that Kang does usually typically come out here a little bit slower than you know, the opposing team, and then they really start to kick it into high gear into the second round. But they came out of the gates so hot. It's going to be very fun to see how they're going to try to continue this momentum as the joust is about to go off.
Yeah, absolutely. If that was round 1 Kang, I cannot wait for round 2 Kang today, because that was incredible already. And if they can go up from there, then I will be amazed. And this will be a really treat to watch.
Yeah, some really fast stacks there, being able to recover Kangarillas. Nice back pass there from Strem, really just, you know, still taking their time, you know, not rushing anything as always. Nice little forward pass there up to Sealable with a back pass over to Leverage. Coming actually a little bit loose there, going to be under pressure by Jaywalker, but Kangarilla still being able to come away with the disc.
The Mad with a long pass to Strem, finding the through man. Strem is able to sneak behind the Joker's back line, take that long pass from Mad, and put a nice easy 3-pointer in to start off round 2.
Yeah, and that's not the first time we've seen this. I mean, that caught me off guard again. I was not expecting it. Yeah, I'm hovering around half field, you know, trying to watch the gameplay, and all of a sudden it just goes all the way downfield for another open 3. And Joker getting away with this, you know, a little bit of a slow start again, getting its way over to Kong and trying to observe their options. Still kind of going with this slower gameplay, trying to work their way through, not rushing anything and just running around as fast as they can, taking their time and watching their options, assessing the field. It's going to go up to Ryan. Ryan slowly taking his time, coming back. A nice little cross pass down low to game as he waits there on the frame, moving his way up the shield, passing his way over to Jaywalker. Jaywalker's going to wave it around, but Mad, of course, is going to be able to save that. Joker going to be able to reclick that Kang across the top to Rhino. Rhino waving around and being able to take his time, floating backwards with the fadeaway, putting a 2-pointer into the goal, getting Joker up onto the scoreboard.
Yeah, great fake from Ryan, looking for that, would have been a much faster shot from the backboard, but again, making that fake, and we do have a restart coming in from Kang. I think it was the side of Kang anyway.
I'm not necessarily sure. I had the sounds muted. I guess we'll figure out here temporarily what the restart was for. But yeah, YouTube calling in chat, joking around that the technical difficulties coming through. Hopefully nothing too serious as we see game is actually dropping out of Joker here temporarily. Probably looking for maybe a game restart.
Looks like it sounds like his mic is having some issues from the in-game comms there. So hopefully they get that fixed pretty quickly and we can get back into this game because I am hyped. Some great things from both teams. Kang starting off this round incredibly strong with that surprising through pass from Mad to Strem. And then a very good response there from Joker, making that nice slow offense, something that we don't see a lot from Joker. But able to keep possession, push forward, and again, really impressive striking from Rhino there, who made that fake from the back line and then made that fadeaway shot from the front of the goal after he'd faked out the defense there, getting this back to a 1-point game.
Yeah, faking out the defense and faking me out. I mean, they're doing an absolutely fantastic job. Joker definitely being heavy on the double stacks, and Kangaroo is just being able to absolutely capitalize on all the situations so far. And just the threes are just so damaging and definitely trying to take away from it. But hopefully the mic does get fixed. Hopefully that wasn't too much of an issue coming through for Joker, as obviously having a player's comms down is a little detrimental, trying to organize what's going on the offense. I'm sure as chaotic as it is during this game.
Yeah, well, luckily they were able to still get the points even despite their player's microphone being down. And even though Kang did start off this round with a 3-pointer from Strem, if anybody can get those extra 3-pointers when they matter, it is Joker, because they are absolute monsters at taking these 3-pointers, getting these nicely timed stuns on the goalies, and hitting those pockets with incredible speed. And so this game is very much still completely even as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Joker especially really specialized in just being able to whip those 18-19s before you can even really recognize what's going on. It's just blisteringly quick. I mean, if you blink, you're going to miss it. So definitely a team too. I mean, they're just as fast paced, and they definitely keeping the scores up pretty tight here so far. Hopefully this tech issue does get sorted out pretty soon, but looks like the hype train did conclude with 8 subs and a ton of bits. Seriously, thank you guys. Couldn't thank you guys enough.
Yeah, extra bits coming in. 100 from Swirl. We got 10 from Fontac. We got 400 from Subtlety, our cameraman at the moment.
Ooh.
As well as 100 from Lanzin, and I think I saw more at the bottom. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it, especially since all of it's on you. You know, there's no pressure to donate or subscribe or anything, but we appreciate it nonetheless.
All right, so now we have game back in the game. Looking to see how we're gonna try, or how Kangaroo is actually gonna be starting back up. You know, a little bit of an ice here possibly, and maybe hopefully not going to be putting too much of a dent, but considering how they've been playing around one, it shouldn't be too much of a concern. Mad slowly coming out to the disc and trying to get that nice cross pass up, and you know, Kangaroo is just doing what they do best, taking their time, getting a nice forward pass up to Strembitsky. Brian there, the pressure is, and cross pass is going to be going over really nicely. Sealable being able to take this one-on-one, juking it around, but actually tries to take the pass up to Strembitsky, but not going to be able to make it as it goes down into this low pit.
Yeah, he does get picked up again by Kung, who makes a quick clear through tunnel into the opposite side trap. We have a boost race to get to it. Ryan's able to get there first, looking for that long 3-pointer. Let's go a little bit low, but picked up quickly by Kung, who was able to get another 2-pointer as a nice compensation prize for Team Joker.
Yeah, and what a recovery there from Kung, being able to just read that disc, get back out there, push off the right shoulder block, and just whipping that into the top of the goal. Excellent job there from Joker, and that boost especially get him down there.
Yeah, especially very good from, and then we say once again with the launch, see if they can move this disc into the offense. Kept Mad being very patient, waiting for that pressure to come in before making that pass. Does go off of a bit of an unfortunate bounce there, however, but does get picked back up by Strem, who goes for the long slap back to Loveridge. Finds Mad once again on the back pass.
Yeah, really nice recovery there, being able to slap that off that low triangle. But Game, we're going to be able to read that off the hourglass, juking around Strembitsky, stealing that one back. But Jaywalker going to be able there to collect that clear, as it's getting a little bit panicked in here as the Kangaroo is trying to get it back, but it's going straight back into the hands of Joker in Game, as they have, it looks to be Rhino up there waving his arms around, taking that shot on the goalie, but Mad, of course, going to be able to save that. Lightning quick hands again from Mad, saving another crucial shots for Kangaroos.
Yeah, Kang able to get these defensive stops, but not able to get any of these clears off. Once again, getting stopped back. But again, Matt looking for another clear through the top. This time it makes it through, but Joker's chain is on top of it, getting to the disc almost before it hit the wall, actually. I mean, they're super quickly and looking for the return chain. Coming back off the clear. Looks like the Kang train is going to break up a little bit, and Kang is going to get there first and find that 2-point shot. The Team Joker going up to 6-3 to the side of Joker.
Yeah, and I mean, talk about some insane boosting, being able to get downfield before that even hit the wall. They didn't even have a boost quite ready yet, but when that clear went out, get there and then boost all the way back downfield to be able to collect that and get that in for an open goal. Excellent job there from Joker to get them up by 3 points now with about half the time left.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Strem moving through this once again, finding the cross pass over to Sealable, who finds it off the wall, but does get stunned out by Ryan. Back in the hands of Leverage, however, and Sealable is able to recollect the disc. Ryan again with another quick steal off and makes the clear down to their side. We'll see which chain he gets there first. It looks like we're coming in with a bit of a mixed chain there, a leech off from Jaywalker, finding the leech, but eventually Kang is able to get control of the disc and get that nice passing structure they'd like to have on the ceiling there.
Yeah, some really good back and forth here. Again, trying to work their way around that chain, especially how quick it is, but it's going to be a little bit off. Strembitsky going to be trying to get back there, but the stack's going to be there. And Sealable making a very nice save and goal there, not allowing that three-pointer to go in. Very crucial for Kango here in the later half of the game.
Yeah, they're down, but they're still only down by 3 points. They can keep this offense going. They're put themselves in a very good position still. Taking that long shot actually to 3, and Strem picking the disc back up off of the shoulder and able to push back into bubble for a 2-pointer about the halfway point of the game.
Yeah, what an excellent read there by Strembitsky, especially to stay in it after the missed pass and being able to bounce back and still putting that in for his team. Excellent job, just sticking with it, you know, not necessarily just being out of it once something necessarily goes wrong, always sticking with the game and being able to put 2 points up on the board for him. So really excellent drive.
We have Joker controlling the disc a little bit. Game kind of playing a little bit dangerously, juking around the block, makes the pass through to, looks like Ryan's going to be able to pick it up. Find the pass over to Kong, it looks like. Takes the open 3 and putting himself back up into the lead with 5-9 to the side of Joker.
Yeah, that was a really nice little tap forward and being able to get that all the way downfield to Kong and just really being able to take his time. I mean, even though it's an open goal, not stressing, taking his time, 12 meters a second, no need to try to miss it. And just being as reliable as always.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Kang just waiting for that pressure to come in, not going to make any moves that they don't need to make, holding that disc, waiting for the pressure. And it does come, and it comes hard because Ryan's able to pick it back up and look for that 3-pointer, but it does get picked back up by Matt, who's again going to try and control this disc, finds his stack on the opposite side and makes the clear, which does get caught back up by Seal, who makes another clear through, but which is picked up by Kong.
Yeah, and on that last little drive there too, that was a really good job by Matt to be able to lick that. That's actually a shot off the wall, and that's going to be off the backboard and in. Nutty shot coming off that side panel outside of the tunnel. An excellent shot, a classic by Jaywalker, and Matt just barely not being able to get there. What a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. A very incredible shot from Jay there, getting themselves up by 7 points now in round 2. And looks like this game, if they can keep this pace up, will be going to a round 3, which I know I'm looking forward to, and I'm sure everybody in chat is as well.
Yeah, and I think it's looking a little bit like how I said earlier. It looks like Joker hit that round 2 power spike, like they switched shoes. Just really sped it up into this game and taking a shot down, but it's going to be off the shield. Rhino going to be able to try to collect that there, but Mad with the handles to get away from it, taking the time. This booster going to be coming downfield here for Kangarillas. Slightly loose off the block, so that's going to be pressured by Game and kind of working their way around, but really picking up the pace and still hitting their passes here. Sealable going to be able to get that Strembitsky. Strembitsky trying to get that back across, but it doesn't quite land.
It does go back into the hands of Kang, however, though, and Lever's able to control this disc, look for that back pass. Under a little bit of pressure there, but able to get that nice stun off and make the pass back up to Strembitsky, who finds the bottom pocket off of the faking back there, making nice pump fakes. He's eventually able to find the bottom pocket.
Yeah, those pump fakes, almost the key staple of Strembitsky too. You'll always see him doing that into goal, baiting out those goalies, and a really incredible shot there to hit that into the bottom pocket. Probably one of the harder shots to save, and really putting their team up in this crucial time, trying to with 2 minutes left on the clock.
A lot of pressure coming in from Kang here, but Game, cool as a cucumber, holding onto this disc, not giving it up, and eventually now finally making the pass to Ryan, who then finds a little bit of a long pass off the shield, does find its way into the hands of Kung though, who's then looking for the back pass, it looks like, holding this on a little bit, and is able to eventually find the back pass in Game.
Yeah, and it looks like Joker trying to slow this one down a little bit as they get a nice little side pass, another back pass to follow it, knowing their position where they're at in the score, but it's going to be a deep pass. So it's trying to go up into the top, but off of Ness. Kong seizing it up, whipping it backwards, trying to get that one in, but not quite. Shrimpitsky going to be trying to chase this one down off the ceiling, getting this through, but Game with a nice steal to break up this possession. He's going to have some open passes available, and he's going to try to go for the opt for the slower play for the back pass. The boost come forward off the defense, and just Joker strangling them out. It goes cross up to the top, and Rhino being able to walk his way on up in there and dunk it in. An excellent job from Joker to really secure that last offensive drive.
Yeah, Joker doing a great job of controlling that disc on the backfield until they're able to break that King Gorilla chain up, and eventually able to find that player in the bubble who moves up to the goal one-on-one, is able to get that dunk.
Yeah, exactly, and they're going to be able to read that play, secure it, up by 10 now. Nice three-pointer, and reading that nice low short play. Excellent job there from Jaywalker to be able to break that one up.
Well, did a goal happen there? I think I might have blinked and missed that one. That was incredibly fast from Jaywalker, getting to that disc, predicting that pass, able to leave that sizzling three-point shot for a 17-7 scoreline.
Yeah, what a fantastic game. You know, Matt, knowing the situation, they're still going to just try to play to their ability, but Rhino going to be able to read that one, knowing it's going to be coming through the tunnel, going for the top cross pass of the game, trying to take this one-on-one to the goalie and shooting it on it, but Matt having a nice save there. Jaywalker with the return shot, and Kango going to be trying to get this one out as it finally does, bouncing out through the middle to close out this round. What an excellent showing from Joker here, coming back after that first round loss.
Yeah, and once again, we will see nothing can stop the Kang and Joker round 3, because once again we saw a very impressive showing from Kang Gorillas round 1. And again, Joker making that nice comeback, even though they're in a position they're not exactly familiar with. Down round 1 against Kang is not something that Joker sees a lot. And they were able to pick it back up and get that nice solid second round victory, going back into what I expect to be a very exciting game 3.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be close. I mean, this is just a very exciting game. I mean, both rounds kind of going into the ways of one team, and just a lot of back and forth, but Joker really stepping it up, speeding up their game. And I mean, even slowing it down when they need to. They weren't over pressuring everything, and then once it kind of closed out, they started doing, you know, the classic Joker Steve's train. But I mean, really excellent gameplay here, slowing it down and just playing to their advantages.
Quickly, while I still got them up again, some of the more notable stat lines is Mad with 7 saves, putting an absolute stonewall defense up in the goal. Strem with 4 saves of his own and the game high points at 15. Sealable again with 7 points and a slew of assists, 1 to Loveridge, 3 to Mad, 2 to Strem, and 1 to Sealable. On the side of Joker, a little bit of a different story. We've got Jay, Kung, and Ryan all with 1 goal apart from each other with 8, 7, and 9 respectively. And then a bunch of assists coming out. Game with 3 assists, Kung also with 3, and Rhino with 2.
Yeah, some really good stats as the game did have to be reset to get back to the original time and clock for those last game, as they're going to have another minute here to kind of figure out their strats and what to do. It's going to be interesting to see how King Gorillas try to adapt to this, because they've been playing a pretty strong game. They've been playing very fast. The stacks have been coming through very successfully. But just not able to quite get it on offense, and with some really great midfield and defensive turnovers from Joker, really securing their shots and getting a couple open threes for themselves, what built them away that lead.
Yeah, it's something that Kang's definitely gonna have to get used to and adapt to on the fly, because Joker, historically and well known for being a very fast team, is playing a pretty controlled game here. But that is gonna be Kang Gorillas winning the joust. But then Joker picking it back up really quickly, finding the pass to Kung, but just off the corner of the goal. Unfortunately, be able to push back up, but a stun comes off from Strem. Picked up back up by Jay, who shoots for the shot, but Strem picks it back up and looks for the clear through the left tunnel, and it makes it through.
Oh man, what a nice clear, but what a series of events there. Down by the bubble, a couple very close plays there for Joker. Shrimpitsky almost actually able to steal that from the opposing team from Joker. Kung gonna be able to try to recollect this. He has this nice forward pass coming up the game, and a really nice break up there from the chain, but Jaywalker gonna be luckily in the right spot at the right time, as Kung's gonna try to take this 1v1, but the pressure is gonna be there. Jaywalker working his way around off the backboard, anchoring his way in, and securing the first 2 points for Joker very quickly into this first game.
Yeah, very close first disc possession there. It lasted almost a full minute. going back and forth, with both teams having pretty decent chances to make solid offenses, but it will be Joker coming away with it, getting the first 2 points of the round.
Yeah, it looks like possibly some of that pressure building up and forcing some of these mistakes, and some really excellent positioning. As this QB pass initially kind of gets a little bit disjointed, but Kung gonna be able to recollect there, get it for the game. The boost not gonna be able to follow up here. Kango being able to recollect, but some very outstanding midfield pressure coming through here.
Yeah, and Kang Gorillas, again, the ball is still in their court to really adapt to this very rapidly changing pacing from Team Joker over here. They're going from a very controlled, slow offense like we're seeing right now to very fast and aggressive chains, and just switching between them very seamlessly and very quickly. So it's super hard for Kang to adapt. And again, we see a really nice juke from Ryan, taking that juke and taking the shot, unfortunately. It does get saved. The clear does get off from Strem, who finds the clear through the midfield. And we will see the stacks getting together.
Oh man, another close drive as it bounces flat off his shoulder. He's going to be taking the 3. Sealable bag. Going to be able to beat the goalie there, putting it in for a 3. Very, very crucial off the start of this game, especially since Joker scored first here. To get that extra point on the scoreboard is going to be ever more key in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting that nice 3 points, and we'll see if Kang can set up a solid defense and maybe get a stop here, put themselves up by a little bit more of a comfort margin.
Yeah, exactly. As Rock was saying in there, that'll alleviate a lot of pressure. Getting that nice little bonus definitely feels great to get that 3-pointer up on the scoreboard. Joker taking this slow approach once again, working their way through the midfield as Kang not overstretching their boundaries too much, starting to branch out into the bubble now. 2 Joker players onto the shield, taking a shot, going to be bouncing off the backboard, and unfortunately going to be able to miss this one. But Joker's still going to be able to recollect this with their lightning quick chains, and another back pass to slow this one down.
Yeah, unfortunately, we will see Leverage dropping out a little before that play started. Kang still putting up a solid defense in the bubble, but the 1-man advantage looks like it might be too much, as Jaywalker is able to get that dunk in from behind and put them back up 4-3.
Yeah, very unfortunate that Leverage had to drop there, but Kang Gorilla is definitely a team known for, in the past at least when we were playing them, or anytime they typically drop a player, is they're so strong on 3v3 still that not necessarily given to them, and making Joker work for it. But very unfortunate to see. Hopefully should be rejoining back here quickly.
Yeah, but again, I just want to mention that this is probably the best display of the control of the pace of the game I've ever seen from Team Joker right now. And just overall, just from any team, Team Joker is absolutely controlling the pace of this game, playing it extremely slow on offense, and then being able to switch at the drop of a hat to just immediately lightning fast chains, getting together really quickly and moving even quicker. And just being able to slow down, speed up as they please. Kangaroo is really having to react to this control of the pace from Joker, because they are doing a great job of just kind of keeping Kang on their toes for how this game is going to be going.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nuts. It's difficult to control the pace. It's pretty easy to try to watch the game and be like, oh yeah, just back pass here, or do this, do that. And to just try to get the game to be so slow and then have that explosiveness coming out of that slow pace and just speeding it right back up. I mean, it's incredible display of skill, and it's very interesting to watch, especially at the beginning of the season when we were watching Joker. It just kind of looked like, they were being a little Sonic the Hedgehog, just going as fast as they can down the arena. But they've definitely combined it here, and it looks like some very new and nice control coming from Team Joker.
Yeah, and although Kang did take the first round, it definitely feels like Joker is settling in a little bit more to this sort of style of controlling the pace of the game and slowing down when they need to and when they want to, because Kang is still, well, the game is pretty close right now. It still seems like Kang is sort of unable to get a solid foothold and really control the pace of this game yet. And so I'm going to see if they're able to do it. I'm very interested.
Yeah, some very good stuff coming forward from both sides still, though. I mean, it's a 1-point game with 6 minutes left. A lot of time to establish and recollect here, especially with the technical break. The Kangos have some time to mentally reset. And as they're going through their slow rollouts here, a slightly off pass going towards Leverage, was going to be pressured by Game. It's going to be pretty close, but a nice slap up to the top for Matt to recover.
Okay, Matt again finding his teammate Strem on the side, makes a long pass over to Sealable, and Sealable looking at an open goal here, takes the shot, ends up to go a little bit wide unfortunately, but Joker's train missing it. Go back in the hands of Sealable, but does get stunned out. But Strem picking it back up and taking that nice underhand shot to the opposite corner. Very accurate shot, very nice shot from Strem, putting Kang Gorillas up 5-4.
Yeah, a little bit of off shot there from Sealable Bag, but a very good collection from Strembitsky, keeping his head in the game again and really keeping his chin up and just playing through the point. And being able to put another 2 points on there, getting Kangos up into the lead. Very good start, though, out of that technical timeout for Kangarillas.
Yeah, game, again, controlling this disc on the ceiling, just not getting panicked, not making these quick clears without paying attention, but he does, and the clear does end up going back into the hands of Mad. He picks the disc back up, finds Strem on the roof, but again, Strem going to do equally just as controlled as Joker is. And controlling this disc, not necessarily just going for these long clears. Eventually, Fizz finds an open lane and makes the long clear happen. Looks like it will be Joker with the first boost there, getting there first, keeping the Kangaroo stack stunned out, but the Kangaroo stack eventually does get through, but the clear gets through back over to the hands of Jaywalker.
Yeah, and wow, that clear actually came dangerously close to bouncing off that bottom panel and coming up right behind the goal. Thankfully missing for Joker. As they do this, another slow play, working their way forward as Ryan on the floor, taking his time. Kangarillas retreat into the bubble as their stack comes out to try to attempt to bother Kung as the stack missed, but Kung's going to be able to try to juke his way in, getting a nice floor pass across the game, working his way up to the shield, and an anchor shot while the goalie gets stunned there from Jaywalker. An excellent work of game right there. I mean, really good stuff.
Yeah, very nice, accurate shot, hitting that bottom pocket just a little bit off to the right. Getting, again, the stun off on the goalie. And that's really where Joker is known for. It's just those stuns on the goalies, as well as these very fast, very accurately placed shots. That makes him an extremely hard team to defend against.
Yeah, exactly. And a really nice read there. A nice forward pass coming off the game, but that stack going to be able to recover as they try to get this clear and boost downfield. It looks like they're going to be trying to get there first. Possible, a couple pump fakes coming through and hitting the open 3 now. And nice shot again for Strembitsky, getting them up by 2 with another very clutch 3-pointer inside of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of maybe some tracking failure by Strem there, unfortunately. Luckily, he was able to get his hand back in time, and his teammates were able to keep the Joker stack knocked out and give Strem that little extra time he needed to make that 3-pointer.
Yeah, exactly. And a nice Joker, slow, really slow initial play with the bounce pass from Jay coming off the floor up into that top pit. Leverage going to be able to actually recollect this, but it's going to be going chest wide for Mad to be able to reach. Trying to get this, but it's going to be instantly pressured by Joker. And a very nice steal there from Jaywalker. He's going to be trying to take this open shot off the shield, but Rhino to be able to collect it under the shield for a 3-pointer from Joker, rather. And a very nice kind of recollection and just taking every advantage they can get. They find the fumble and boost forward to be able to get in position for the...
Yeah, absolutely. Round 1 going the way of Kang for a decent margin. I think the final score was 15-7, maybe. Round 2 going the way of Joker for an equally pretty solid margin, 17-7. And now this is round 3, 1-point game, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But as I say that, Game is able to pick the disc off of the Kangarillas' offensive joust and sink a 3-pointer to put them up by 4 points with 12-8.
Yeah, a really fast stack coming through and upsetting the quarterback, and being able to get that stun out with that disc coming up to the top and getting a nice open 3 game there, securing a very comfortable point for them, getting Joker up into the lead. Exactly what Joker's wanted to see.
Yeah, getting that stun out Mad on the game there. Kangaroo is going to be able to push up their offense, but the great pick from Ryan will switch the offense right back onto the hands of, into the zone of Kang. But again, Sealable Bag, getting that stunner, collecting that disc, finding the pass to Strembitsky in midfield. He's going to be in the tunnel looking for that long shot. But again, makes the pass up to the ceiling, going for the bounce, and does get read and picked up by Mad pretty cleanly, pushing into the bubble, trying to make that play happen. Because they are down by 4 points with 2 minutes left, but a shot just rings off the bottom of the goal. It's a little bit too low. And this is going to be picked up back again by Kango. He's going to look for another offense. But again, another stun comes out. Looks like it will be picked back up by Seal, but quick stun from Kung, and the disc is cleared out to the top of the arena.
Yeah, good job by Kung there to be able to shield and get that one out as the Joker stack comes through, and the Steezy dunk winging his way through and slamming in that 2-pointer to progress their lead again by another 2 points. With 1:30 left, Kango going to be starting to run out of time here.
Yeah, Kangaroo is in a really tight spot here. They've still got time. They've still got quite a bit of time, actually, as long as they played this properly. but they really do not have much more room for any mistakes whatsoever here, because they need to get some points happening relatively quickly, and that's not what you want to see when I'm talking about not making any mistakes. A pass from Mad hits the double diamonds and goes quickly back in the hands of Joker, and Ryan taking another 2-pointer, putting this back up to an 8-point lead. And Kangaroos is really going to have to stretch for this win now.
Yeah, the time running thin right now, and a very unfortunate mistake coming out there, and having to play a little bit more aggressive, because you just have to try to get these points in time as the clock is constantly running. Unfortunately, coming to bite Kangaroos here. And a nice little collection there to pick up that clear as Rhino bouncing his way through with the 360 pass over to Jaywalker across the game. And a nice, an actually missed pass across on the bottom. Jaywalker going to be trying to recover this as Mad gets a very nice stun out. Looking to clear this down for his team, but Jaywalker going to be able to stick with it, covering for his team, going for the shot. But with Leverage being able to shut that one out and saying, not happening today, buddy.
Yeah, and with 20 seconds remaining, this game is all but Jokers. They will sing one last 3-pointer as a final hurrah, letting Kang know that although they did surprise them in round 1, Joker will not be dethroned today. And they will take this round 3 and the entire match with a convincing 8-19 scoreline.
Yeah, 2 very convincing games from Joker after the first one. Kango's coming out very strong, but not able to hold up. Joker really playing a different game style from what we typically see before, where they just had such an explosive nature to how they were keeping the pace of the game going. I mean, I've never seen a team being able so capable of just picking up the pace so fast after slowing it down so hard, taking those back passes, taking their times, just like Kango is always praised for doing, and then just speeding it up to 12 and going all the way down and getting some very important turnovers and open threes.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we go over to the stat lines again, Loveridge with the assist and 34 stuns, Mad with 3 assists, 7 saves, and the steal and 36 stuns. Strem with still the game high points with 20, 2 assists, 6 saves, and another steal of his own and 28 stuns. And then Sealable with 10 points, 2 assists, 2 saves, and 39 stuns. If we go back over to the Joker side again, same story as before. Jay, Game, and Rhino all kind of at the same scorelines with 12, 10, 16, and then Kung with 7. But Kung with 6 assists, which is an incredible, pretty high number, especially from a team like Joker, who like are maybe typically known for going in for those 1v1 goals. But Kung setting up for 6 assists, and then 4 to the Wave Game, and then 2 for Jay and Rhino each, as well as 1 save each, except for Game, who did have 2.
Yeah, so a very, very insane game. Honestly, something I was not expecting to see today. Joker being able to clutch this one out and pull away, definitely a game to come back and rewatch in the future. But for right now, it looks like Palidore should be live on the VRML 2 channel, streaming Onion and Aztecs going off against each other. And there will be a game at 9 o'clock Central Time, that is, as Space Monkey and Toxins are going to be throwing it down as a highly rated match. So definitely go check that one out. I appreciate all you guys tuning in tonight. It means a lot. All the bits, all the hype train, and all the subscriptions. Couldn't thank you guys more than enough. But thank you guys for all tuning in tonight. So much for Subtlety on the cams joining on, and RoxTytan joining me on the co-cast. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League for their last match, at least of this block. It's been a long one and it's been a fun one here. A few back-to-back matches, and they have been quite exciting, both on Channel 1 and Channel 2. And yeah, I'm back. I am back and more horse than ever. Pallet horse. Either way. It was a very fun match we just witnessed there from Kangaroos and from Team Joker. Really enjoyed watching that. I was actually in the match also, just locally recording some footage for later purposes and use and, you know, cool things, maybe, possibly. So was, yeah, happy to hand it off there to Andy and RoxTytan, and they both did phenomenal. Showering them with compliments. Just, yeah, it was a fun watch. Classic as always. 3 rounds. What do you know? Go figure. But now we've got ourselves a game between Toxin and Space Monkeys. So 2 great teams here, and rookie teams been impressing all throughout the season. Toxin kind of stream regulars at this point. Space Monkeys have not been on stream for a few weeks now, so really wanted to get a look at how these 2 teams played out. You know, Space there in the silver division, Toxin over in gold. So you know, the connoisseur advantage might be one way, but as we've seen happen, you know, it's not unusual to see the boat get broken and for surprises to come through. Anyone who happened to watch that rookie game, gotta shout it out because it was an amazing one. Between, actually, hold on, because I'm gonna get back to that in a second, because right now we got the start of the match. But will be Tiny Thug. Sorry, took me off guard. But Tiny Thug here getting the disc and losing it out to Singularity, actually. Singularity up high for Toxin now. It's Knight with the disc. It's going to roll down towards the cross pass, and Echo Cameron unable to grab that initially, but off the bounce, it's going to be snagged. Now Echo getting it stolen from Skyla, and Skyla coming in here on the sub. Very talented player, a very long shot, not going to be hit, but going to be grabbed instead and slung out by Cameron again. And so coming in for Space Monkeys, it's Tiny Thug. Looking across, the positioning pretty nice, forming that rectangle, and going to Skyla, just waiting for it, and got the shot nice and easy for the 2 points there. But fundamental plays, and always fun, always mental, as I do say. But yeah, again, just a very busy day, and going back to what I was saying. So quick shout out to the Iron Legends and Full Metal Jacket. That was streamed on Channel 2 a couple hours ago. Kid you not, that was probably my favorite non-master tier match of this season. I'll say that. You know, 2 rookie teams, and man, did they impress. It was there were multiple overtimes in multiple rounds, and every single round was decided by just that 1 goal ultimately. And it was a crazy good match. Won't spoil the end results unless you haven't caught it, or if you haven't caught it yet. But just a shout out to that match, because probably my favorite one among the rookie teams of the season thus far. Now, that said, Singularity is going to take that over and send it over to Knight. Knight's approaching the mid lane and clearing it out, or passing it out, rather, to Light Has Come. Now, going back pass. I see cruising in there, calling out Skyla's weird shot form. Well, you know what? Don't judge. It works for him, right? Going in for the shot, it's Light. And the goal getting lit up there for the 2 points. Now for Toxin. But yeah, Skyla, the very interesting, unorthodox form there. Kind of a sidearming it of sorts, or another player who does very awkward, effective but awkward shot, kind of like that, is National Agency over in Europe. He has a really crazy spin to his shot, kind of a frisbee style, but it works. Tiny Thug, though, trying to make it work with a handoff pass, but a little bit misread, will be caught by Skyla, but Skyla getting caught with a stun. Likewise for Singularity, getting caught out with that punch, and then right back at Skyla, putting in another score. And he's someone who will indeed score in bunches if you don't be careful. I feel like that was grammatically awful. If you aren't careful. Anyway, I think the second time I got it there. DogsFox TV is stopping in with another Tier 1 community sub. Man is on a mission, it seems. Mission to Cruisin', actually getting the sub award. So hey, thank you for that. DogsFox, all week long. The community subs, again, don't have to do it, but it does mean a lot. So super appreciative of that. As the moment, it's going to be a roll up the floor for the orange side for Toxin. Unable to find too much though. They'll still get the rebound. Stunned out there. Got to be careful for Skyla. Maybe taking Knight a little bit off guard. Now to the midfield. Nice punch boost there from Knight. I remember that was something that was actually brought up by Sphinx in the chat, the Discord chat. As Light has come, gets that out of there, slinging it into the midfield. But that punch boost, right? You get the reverse momentum, so when you punch someone, it kind of kicks you back, but you can use that to your advantage when you're rolling through the arena. You know, get a kind of a backhand on a player as you're flying through them. You'll get the momentum, getting the shot, dung off the pole, ding, dung, dang, diggity, diggity, as Skyla is trying to dig deep down for a shot, but it's going to bounce right back to the side. Well taken by Tiny Thug. Singularity right nearby for the stun out, and the clap back from Thug. Now that's going to be slung to Cameron. Cameron getting the clear down mid lane, and the immediate boost from Light has come from Knights, and the goal is open. So see if they can get it through, and it's a very tight angle and unable to do so. I think just that briefest hesitation, kind of eyeing down the defense, will close that window. But nonetheless, it's going to be slung into the back line immediately on the boost. There's Knights, and Knight finding the clear that's just found by Thug instead. So right to Lil Red Wolf, and riding down that hood for the 7-2 lead, going the way now of Space Monkeys. We also see the real Caesar in there. See Sir Dimwee. Shout out to Sir Dimwee for that amazing video that he made. You might have seen that right before the Kangorilla's Joker game, integrating those Joker comms and the unique perspectives. A very, very cool video. It's also uploaded on YouTube, and I assume unlisted at this point, perhaps. But shout out for that. It was awesome. There's the link. There you go. That said, linking through, it's a Knight taking it, maybe going for that three. It's going to bounce pretty close, slapping it out, but oh, they assist, maybe no. Cameron going for the spin, but not going to be a win, not on that possession. So a little bit of steez, and now it's going to be taken out by Skyla and Lil Red Wolf, but oh, off the head instead. So Knight passing it over to Cameron, and Cameron flying from the side, swiping it home, and it's a 3-point match here in the first round. See Titan, aka FaZe Owen. I guess turn that around, but FaZe Owen, aka Titan, in the chat there, saying, "What's happening?" Is that just are you saying like, "What's up, Palidore," or is it more so, "What's happening in this match"? Because if it's the former, not much. If it's the latter, well, a crash. That's what just happened. So someone getting lost here on the side of Space Monkeys. Unfortunately, this was after the joust. So they may be at a numbers disadvantage, as Skyla's going to try his best here to facilitate, and Tiny Thug and Little Red Wolf going to be outnumbered. But let's see if they're careful about this with a duck through, another duck through, but not the two. Almost getting on the highlight board there with that play had it gone. But stacking outs will be down by 3 points, so if they can get one here, that is going to definitely disjoint the side of Space Monkeys. So off on the shot, rebounded by Skyla, sent back to Singularity, Singular 3 for the 7-7 tie. And number situation, unfortunate, obviously, but you know, they had to do it. They had to take advantage and just play on. So that's going to be very tough going the way of Space Monkeys, or against them rather. But still, some time on the clock. It's a tied-up game. Wouldn't be the first time. Again, the great matches we've seen today, very down to the wire. So much of the same here. And there's still enough time on the board for that crash not to matter. Just consider this basically a 0-0 score now. And you know, dealing with that. The theme of the day and the theme of a lot of these streams, of course, is the mental game, right? How you rebound, mentally speaking and emotionally, when things don't go your way. Had one of the a newer player messaging me earlier today as well, and it became the theme in the cast earlier when with Adam and that iron match, the iron and metal match. But I do believe, you know, teams who say are a bit less mechanically skilled than maybe their opponents, but if they have a better mental game, I put the advantage in their side over the course of a 20 to 30-minute match. It's a very important part of Echo Arena and sports, and it's a very, very difficult thing to master. And even those who are good at it still can't always do it forever, you know, because humans. But nonetheless, getting back in the game here. Now it's nighttime stepping in. And the right time for maybe a late game, just brawl. Now this is a really close match now, and not to be unexpected whatsoever. Of course, you know, on the side of Toxin in the gold division, as mentioned, while Space Monkey's over in silver, as I think maybe one of the rules set improperly. I can only assume, my comms are actually off, I think, but I can assume Skyla may be bringing in that veteran presence and recognized the disc being misplaced. I can only imagine. But yeah, so, you know, gold versus silver match with Toxin being the gold team, but not to be mistaken at all. I mean, these teams are both very, very just strong rookie teams. Like I said, continuing to impress everyone on these streams throughout the course of the season, without a doubt. And with that said, there we go. Joust position is fixed. Skyla right there to find it. Oh, and spreading his wings and flowing right under. That was kind of dirty, but Snipe time going across now, trying to find a Wolf by that corner. And Wolf will get it, slings it fast, but only into the waiting hands of the defense for that moment. Now some brawls unfolding here, and the stack unraveling a bit as Skyla gets the disc. And sends a soft bounce over to Lil Red Wolf. Smartly met it halfway. That's a very important thing, actually, that Wolf just did there, right? Because had he just stayed on the anchor, that would have been a collapse from the defense. He would have been stunned and probably lost the disc. But you see, an important thing with those anchor passes, just learning to meet the pass halfway. A very fundamental part of this sport, and of many sports, in fact. Just learning to kind of guide yourself into the offense and into the passing lanes. Right now, Knight just guiding himself in for maybe a goal. That's going to be close. Again, the second time we've seen one of those near hits on the bounces, but a near miss on the first recovery. Singularity still gets it that second time. Light has come, winds it around, and that was a very, very nice patience shown there from Light has come. Not an aggressive move, but a very decisive move. That was the important thing. He got the pass, and he continued diving in towards the goal. Didn't throw in, again, any super big jukes or snap plays. It was just gently kind of worked it around the defender diving out. So really nice touch there as Snipe time rolls out and goes to Tiny Thug. A 2-on-1 situation, just make that a 1-on-1. Tiny Thug, his two teammates there by the outer edge of the bubble, essentially flying him in, guiding him into the runway there as he took on the goalie. Successfully at that. It's tied again. There's 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. This is the first round, Saturn, as Pam Wow says there. All right, it's close, as has continually been the case. I mean, I'm happy about it. It's been a little bit damaging on the old voice box, but in the best of ways. In the very best of ways. So playing it patient here. You got to wonder, too, you know, sometimes you see these teams, if they get an open shot, they absolutely take it. But if one of these teams do actually get that firm control and they're able, and they do happen to back it out to the slow offense, now never mind, because there's some very fast offense on the fast shots right there, boosting down the floor, getting the disc first thanks to that mobility, and got themselves the open one. It's 12-9, and that puts Toxin in a very, very tough position. Not an impossible one, but just a difficult one. Now 20 seconds left now as this buzzer winds down, the launch goes out, and it needs to be a fast play. They need to get one of their stacks at least, or one of their boosted players down to the other end, but never mind, because it's just going to end here, perhaps. Taking it back here, 9 seconds from Night, but might be night time, at least on round one, and it looks like that is the case. So Echo Cameron slinging it through the midline, but that will wind down this first round. So again, coming right down to the wire, last 30 seconds, 12-9, favoring Space Monkeys. And that was Subtlety and I were wondering what the apostrophe was about. Well, I guess it's Space Monkeys round is what it was referring to, because right now they are in control and looking good in this close match. So to the stat sheet there, let's see the 5 points for Lil Red Wolf, 2 assists. Skyla contributing the 5 points. 14 stuns. You had Tiny Thug with 2 points and 2 assists, 15 stuns, and then Snipe Time with the 1 assist, 1 save, and 3 stuns. For Toxin, it was Echo Cameron with 2 points, 2 saves, 9 stuns as well. Knight with a couple of assists and a couple of steals. Light has come with 4 points, 1 save, 13 stuns, and then Singularity with 3 points, 1 assist, and 20 stuns to lead the pack in the brawls. Saturn asking who's casting. The Palidore. Palidore, the Pizza Door, the VRML Adore. Depends on the day. On the cameras is SoMuchForSubtlety. And if that, if you want us to expand on that, we can. I'll go into the whole history for you. Just kidding. Don't want to tell the old-timey stories. Expose our age. But yes, it's been fun. On this channel for most of the night, it was RoxTytan and Andy W. from Zero and Redshift, respectively, casting and doing that with Subtlety still on cams, and they did a phenomenal job. I was here just watching, listening to the Kane game, and they did amazing. But yeah, so a little bit of a extended intermission just because the teams had to set the times back appropriately for the full 10 minutes. So that would explain that, but we're going to go to the second round now, and we're good to go. Pam Wow saying, your pal Pally. That's right, buddy. I'm your guy. Saturn with the Pally Daddy. Well, no, just the Pally Dad jokes is the most I'm going to give you on that one right now. Echo Cameron getting stunned and taking it back here on the side wall. It's going to be snipe time. So I guess the snipe wall, 15 seconds into this round, kind of frantic right around the goal. Skyla, even right there, worried me he was going to dunk it into his own goal for a second there, but just going for a very aggressive tap off is all, so no harm, no foul. Knight's here with a disc, going to send it through the mid lane, but bounces off the doubles and back to Lil Red Wolf. So Wolf with the disc, sending it over to Tiny Thug. A nice two-man game, hand off, but no handouts. Knight is going to snatch that and send that over to Singularity, who then does get the clear. That was a beautifully coordinated play, actually, I got to say. The finish, unfortunately, not quite the same results. He'll still get a rebound. Knight will try again, and another rebound, maybe as it sails to the trench. So couldn't finish on the play. Otherwise, that was actually beautifully done between that trio of players in the tunnel on the pass and then the stacks. That said, coming back with a shot, starting off hot is Skyla in this second round. So putting 3 points on the board for Space Monkeys. And that is definitely going to be a little bit of an extra hurt going the way of Toxin, just knowing that you almost had that awesome play there and could have been a 3-point lead and then instead going down by 3. So just a little bit of salt in the wound, but of course, only a minute and a half expired. They still have a lot of time and they should be fine for a very competitive second round. I mean, here just dealing some damage, but losing it out to Red Wolf. Red Wolf, the creative self-pass once and twice. Meant to do it, of course, but being stolen from. So there's Knight. That is not very knightly at all. What happened to Chivalry? Snipe time, getting it back and sending it to the tunnel, but Cameron is there for the grab. Has Knight at the bow tie, has Singularity at the nest. The bottom pass may be the toughest one to make, and it will be instead taken back by the blue side, by Space Monkeys. There is a loose monkey. It's Skyla getting funky. 5 points for the Space crew on blue. All right, so joust advantage going back to the way of Toxin. And only down by 5, so the first couple goals going the way of Space Monkeys. But let's see. Light has come, trying to pass it over there to the tunnel, just past Cameron. Now, almost grabbed by Toxin, but Skyla's just there with a great positioning, and it's what you come to expect, of course. And not just from Skyla, but just in general. The positioning here from the teams, pretty good on both ends of the floor. The stacks as well, looking for those grabs a little bit faster, getting past. It's Red Wolf, the little one, but with a big shot. 7 points, still shutting out Toxin in the second round. So a few goals conceded in a row here against the side of Toxin. And it's something they definitely want to shut out here rather quickly. You know, bandage those wounds and try to continue on with a successful second round. But if we see another score coming in from Space Monkeys anytime in the next several seconds, it could be really, really rough for Toxin, because the difference, never mind the numbers, just the mental difference, that looking and seeing 0 and 7 compared to, say, 0 and 9 or 0 and 10, it's a massive difference. So they really do not want to be scored on again, or else that could really start to dwindle their chances here in the round. But that said, 6 minutes left, and the disc kind of bouncing every which way will be collected by Singularity, making a play on the goal, and nice job there. Knight as well, stunning the goalie right at the precise time. That had to be timed perfectly. And it was. You know, in a lot of situations, you would say with that case, even though the play did work out and it was wonderfully coordinated, in that event, just tapping off the goalie instead. If your Knight's going for, you know, the top or bottom corners and going for an alley-oop play instead, you know, a pass and dunk. Because hanging on to the goalie like that, it worked. But just saying, it's kind of some added risk at that point, whereas maybe an alley-oop play would have been even better. But they'll still take whatever points they can get. Little Red Wolf spinning around, but Knight saying no. That is the sound of a save, but just the same, a rebound on the way. Little Red Wolf getting across there to Skyla. Skyla, the stun and done. Not sure how much of that was caught, but he... on the cam side of things, but Skyla had just a beautiful shield attempt, and yeah, just doing a great job there to break free and get the disc off that backboard. So Skyla showing that presence as the most veteran player of this match and doing what he does. Thunder Ragnarok again there saying Space Monkeys cementing themselves as a serious candidate for best quest team. Yeah, they're impressing, absolutely. Toxin's impressed. Space Monkeys now, you know, getting my first look in a long while at them. They have impressed. I mean, you got teams like Gold Diggers, you got Outlaws, Barrage. There are so many fantastic quest teams, and I love to see the progression here across the weeks and just how good they're getting. Like I said, they're going to surprise some people in the coming seasons as going for a duck. It's the well-seasoned duck. Sounds delicious from Skyla. 11-2. But yeah, I mean, I do feel like the PC players who have been around for an extended amount of time, whether many, many months or several years, since, you know, 2017, 18, 19, I mean, they're going to be surprised by some of these quest teams. I think going into season, you know, 3 especially, and beyond, I mean, the shot there, a little bit beyond, but nice rebound from Light has come, so excuse me while I point that out. That was a great rebound and maybe what they needed to build a little bit of something here in the last 3:30. There's still time. But yes, I think the veteran teams are going to be surprised going into future seasons just how fast some of these teams start approaching those you know, diamond and master tiers. I know some will say it sounds like blasphemy, Palidore. No way. Well, I say yes way. Just give it a little time. Because some of these teams are getting so good so fast. I think before long we'll be seeing a very, very diverse master division there, even more so than it is now. Now that said, dividing up the goal there right between the defense, Echo Karen got it in. It's 6 points to 11, so still favoring here the side of Space Monkeys, but a couple of back-to-back goals there within the last minute or so, much needed. So defending there with a stack, gonna pounce off that bow tie and get it back again, once and twice on the stuns and sending it through, but the intercept from Skyla, again, that positioning. Because otherwise, that was some strong defense. Now watch out, because that cloud shot, or that bounce shot rather, do not want to see Skyla taking those. If you're on the opposite side of that, you're just going to, you know, cross your fingers and hope anytime Skyla shoots, because he is a excellent striker and excellent at a lot of things for that matter. 2 minutes approaching here. 2-minute warning, that is, in round 2. The first round was taken by Space Monkeys. The second round may very well be taken by Space Monkeys. We will see. It's down to the wire. Singularity and Toxin need to make some moves fast, but directly down mid lane again, and it is a deja vu event here. Skyla with that interception, just casually flinging it over to the pass. Lil Red Wolf now anchoring down right there at the Geo and sending it to the opposite to Skyla. The backboard shot, not good. The rebound certainly is. So Lil Red Wolf got that in the picnic basket and delivered it for the 13th point. Oh yeah, and Sir Dimmy also pointing out, add Ding to the mix. See, I knew I was gonna forget some. Always do. Just that's because there's so many great teams. As that one almost goes into the goal. That would have been in, I'm pretty sure, had it not been so slow and the defense gotten back so fast. So that would have been super interesting. Unfortunately, though, didn't get anything out of that except a rebound here with less than a minute left. But yes, shout out to Ding, another one of those great teams. I'm sure there's still some that we're missing, without a doubt. Nonetheless, Red Wolf here going to sling it towards a tunnel, taking a bounce back to the hands of Knights. And Skyla now. Just kind of guiding a pass over to Tiny Thug. Tiny Thug getting stolen from. There's Light. And he's come for the disc, but the win might be out of the reach at this point. 30 seconds left. So Space Monkeys impressing here today. One more clear into the back lane there on the blue side. Some fast boost from a Singularity. Light has come as well, but Tiny Thug is there with some stuns. But Knight has come for the one final shot in this series. So 13-8 going to favor Space Monkeys in 2. Toxin there making that late play. But yeah, the win going the side of blue. And fun game. Of course, wish there was a round 3 as per usual, but I'm a broken record at this point with that, aren't I? Was a very entertaining one. And Space Monkeys now adding to that list, that growing list of teams to really watch out for. Right up there in the silver, gold, diamond divisions, and so on. It's going to be a race for Space and for a lot of these rookie teams going into their, latter half of this first season for them. And yeah, once they hit season 3, we hit season 3 from a league standpoint. It's going to be some interesting stuff developing. I'm predicting, but we'll see. Could be wrong. Never know. Wouldn't be the first time. Nonetheless, those Space Monkeys coming ahead with a victory with Little Red Wolf, 9 points, 3 assists, 2 saves, 16 stuns. Skyla coming in with a mighty fine stat line, 14 points, 1 assist, 1 save, and 2 steals, as well as 35 stuns. Just a mouthful to even read that, but definitely a handful was Skyla for the side of Space Monkeys. Tiny Thug now, 2 points, 2 assists, as well as 37 stuns. Leading the way for his team in that department. And then Snipe Time with a pair of assists and saves, as well as 7 stuns. Now for Toxin, it was Cameron with 4 points, 2 saves, 1 steal, 14 stuns. Knight with 2 points, 2 assists, 3 saves, 3 steals, and 18 stuns. Light has come with 6 points, 1 save, 1 steal, and 24 stuns. And finally, Singularity, the Singularity, with more than just a single stat, has a lot of them. Look at that, 5 points, 2 assists, 41 stuns, leading the entire match here in that department. So big numbers all around, but Space Monkeys, they found the win and the sweep, and that will do it on this stream, winding it down on the night. So thank you to the Twitch chat for joining again for all of those matches across the last couple hours across both the different channels. Shout out one more time to those I see here, just scrolling up a little bit. Sir Dimwee and PamWow, Saturn, Titan, had Bird Friend, Visionary, Ender, that is. And yeah, you guys have been great. And Sealable Bag. Bye, Dad. Bye, Bag. Thanks for stopping by. You're gonna go. You're gonna go play with Tarkov with Subtlety now. I can only assume, maybe. And drink some non-sponsored carbonated beverages, right? Just carbonated beverages, right? For the sake of the stream. But either way, yeah, good games. just water, actually. Okay, well, there you go. All right, keeping it good, keeping it chill, and indeed, been fun. I've been Palidore. This has been VRML. That's been so much for Subtlety on the cameras. Again, super appreciative of his work there, doing a great job. Thanks again to RoxTytan and Andy W for joining earlier on the cast. They also did a fantastic job. Phenomenal, in fact. Shout out to Sir Dimwee for that video that we played before the King Joker stream. It was fantastic. And to Adam R. Fly, also casting with me a little earlier. And it was a fun time. All right, I think that covers it. Our sponsors. I always forget something, so you talk about the non-sponsored carbonated beverages, but what about our great sponsors over there in Pro2 VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net. Thanks also to the mod team. I know a lot of things. But yeah, Wit, Nada, Sneaky Evil, Gilligan, Echo Zero, Dynamic Fabulous, Alakos, Princess, and I confess, I'm very tired, so we're going to go. Be happy, be healthy, be safe, be good to each other. We'll see you again real soon.